Oops.
Remmi? What's whoopsie over here?
I just switched to the wrong screen. But I'm here.
Wrong.
Hi.
Gotcha. Hello, people. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, how is everyone doing? And who is confused by what I mean by roll for therapy? Because it has been a while since this has been any bit relevant around here, but it is a funny thing.
Me here. I'm confused.
You're confused?
Yeah.
The fact that you agreed upon being confused is
What
very
happened?
you, but...
Wait, I didn't. Nothing happened. I dragged the thing to the thing and didn't do anything. Loon.
Oh, you may have to save the image and then download it from a folder to stuff also applied to mods. Everything. So
It's saved.
I have a few explanations to do right off the bat here. Once everyone is set up, is everyone good and going? Remmi, Venvi. I never added chat to the scene. Hold on. I need to grab.
Put it here. No. Here.
Hello,
no.
everybody.
F it. I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
The hell? Hold on. I need to grab my chats.
Oh, where's the image? Oh, there it is.
That. And I need to do this one.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, there you go. Where were you gone?
Hi.
I didn't have audio on.
Oh, you silly rabbit.
The deaf bunny. With those giant ears and you couldn't hears? Disappoint.
The best oatmeal.
All right,
I could
chat
hear.
is
They
here
couldn't
now.
hear.
Alright, great. Now we're completely covered by everything.
That's there. That's there. Everything is good. I think everything is good here. So.
Great. There we go.
Hello, welcome to I try and act like I have any idea what I'm actually doing, and hope that the thing that was funny once upon a time can be funny again, this time with new people.
Like me.
And,
Remmi.
Yes, you and Remmi. Which, how much of a vague, how good of an idea do you even have as to what we are going to do on this stream? I would like to know that.
Yeah, Remmi, how good an
How-
idea
I
do
got
you
no
have?
clue.
You have no.
Alright. Well, for me, last I heard it was going to be like a Dungeons & Dragons type thing. But
Yes, so
Mhm.
I will give the briefest. I need to move chat to the other corner. Chat gets to be above
Hi,
you
chat.
the stream.
hi, chat.
All of my little loonies over you, and apparently my stream has having some lead blah, blah, blah,
Lead poisoning?
blah, 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 lag.
Hmm.
Chat is awfully empty. Switch to live. There's a ghost in chat.
Oh,
But so basically, the way this started was once upon a time in a Yu-Gi-Oh stream, there was a bit of jokeful therapy. Also seems like it seems fine on my
Jokeful.
end. I guess just I don't know, either try Twitch or something. When it looks completely fine on my end, there's not much I can do other than say my YouTube's been buggy lately too. I don't know, try Twitch or other stuff. Blah.
yeah, try Blair. That might work.
It gives
Oh,
me no
crud.
feedback on my end. I'm sorry. This is either a YouTube end thing or a thing that I have no control over, unfortunately.
Can you guys hear them fine? Can you hear Loon and Remmi fine?
Yes. Yeah, if you can, I do have the Twitch stream, which seems relatively fine based on how I'm looking at that one. Twitch linked in description. Is it linked in description? Okay. Either way. So once upon a time, there was a joke therapy session, and I started rolling dice for it. And for some reason, it became more funny, I think, because of this. The dice kept rolling either like 1s or 20s. I swear my dice is not weighted.
Are they loaded though?
Well, they are. You'll see, I guess. So, where was I going with that one?
You said your life.
The session started with therapy, head pats, which translated into face punching, which ended up with someone in a relationship with a vampire, another person getting sent to Uganda by the Hulk, someone being infused into the ground at some point. I forget what ended up happening to Furret at some point. Look, a lot of weird stuff happened because anything can happen. And then I made this a channel in my Discord where I could, anything could be, whatchamacallit, roll, Twitch side is fine. Yeah, I guess it's a YouTube issue if the YouTube is lagging, which is unfortunate. So I guess go to Twitch if you can. If not, yeah, YouTube is having a thing. Oh, also, welcome to... I don't have notifications on here, hold on. Welcome, thank you for membership, May. There's that. Sorry, that is apparently didn't have any... This was a very hastily set up scene that I had to do to set up a jank thing. So the idea is, it starts off as just a therapy session.
Okay.
And it goes into literally anything that goes at the whims of both how the players drive it and how I interpret their driving. I tend to do this as, you two are the drivers, but I'm in control of the landscape around you. You are driving this car, I am the god of the land, is how this goes. Me and the dice are. Now, you may also be saying that I normally have rolled the dice just off screen and you have to take my word on it. I thought that wouldn't be very fun for this, so I'm going to, this is where the fun thing for you guys happen.
Fun? I like fun.
I have set up,
Mm-hmm.
if Discord would like to also work that.
Hmm? Discord.
Okay, well, okay, maybe it'll just show up on stream for people, because okay, screw it, yeah, Discord's not working. Stream?
Discord.
Wow.
What's wrong with you?
You have no idea how, well, we have dice cam over here. We have nice little dice cam for my actual rolling dice, which also means, yes, hand cam is here right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I spent, because, okay, here's the funny thing. This friggin' camera was hooked up to my other computer. Its cord is not really long enough, so I had to do some finagling to get it to work, and I kind of have to stretch over to the table to do that. But,
Right.
we have dice cam over here. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Those are, yeah, my lovely fingertips. And I'm going to have to go off, almost off camera to roll that every time. So, does not go up.
Oh, Daddy!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, May, for the 5 gifted memberships over there. Okay, then. We can also get, oh, Daddy. So, hello, everyone. Hello. I also, because of the nature of this, as I am playing God, I may not be as interactive with chat, but I hope it can be entertaining, I will still say. Well, I mean, I hope we all know everyone here at some point. But, yes, the original content. Do I have to roll for the Oh Daddy? And what the hell would that
Oh, Daddy.
Hold on. Rolling for Oh Daddy. Okay, well, I missed the camera. I'm noticing the wall here. I can't actually. Okay. We're gonna have to do a little thing here. That. I'm gonna have to get up close so that I can even see what I'm rolling. 17.
Yeah.
So, for example,
Go on.
I just rolled 17 on Oh Daddy. So, as a start, there is a well-dressed father in the corner of the therapy office.
Cool. How
Whose
do we
father
know
is
it's
it?
someone's father?
Well, maybe he's not a father. Maybe he's just daddy.
And
This
how?
is slightly up to interpretation. You don't know much about him. He is a mysterious man, well-dressed, decent suit attire going on, decent length beard as well. Slightly balding. He's only a 17, not a 20. But he is in this therapy office. Now remember, you can insert anything. I realize now for Remmi, this is going to be a little bit tricky for imagining stuff. Remmi, I recommend taking notes for you specifically.
I shouldn't I?
Just for the sake of your
Digital, get on that. You're my note taker.
Digital is Remmi's notes.
Relegation. Or is
Digital.
it
Hold
delegation?
on. How good? Wait. Let's roll for how good Digital's notes need to be.
Oh no.
9. They need to be perfectly standard. Digital. You need to give her 9 out of. You need to give her 9 out of 20 notes on this.
Great.
And for anyone, I was gonna share the Discord video share, the whatchamacallit, the dice cam to YouTube, but Discord was being a poopy head. So
Oh, Discord.
you guys, I guess, just have to view it on the stream and just watch the dice cam.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, you have a very bad idea. What's the bad idea? Oh God. Well, here's the thing. Also, if you read in the description, every message should, assuming it's right, have a 1 in 100 chance of being read out loud by the text-to-speech. DMing Remmi Microsoft Paint versions of what's happening. No, that's lovely. She needs it. She does. Aphantasia needs help. But yeah, the scene is ever evolving. You can insert pretty much anything you want into the scene. It will be rolled for and interpreted by me. And that is it. The only preface I gave them was get ready to be creative and potentially have a goal that can help you if you get stuck. so that you have something to work towards. But otherwise, it is completely open-ended, other than the fact that there is a daddy in the corner. So, if either of you two would like to speak anything, by rolling, or if you would like to examine anything, or potentially set something in the room, or do literally anything, speak away.
I'd like to try and recall how I got here.
Okay. That's a turn 8. Yeah, that is a 13. That is a 13. You don't have the clearest of memories. All you do remember is you went to bed the previous night, patted Akira on his little head. He cuddled around wherever he cuddles around you in your sleep. I don't watch you in your sleep, so I wouldn't know. Wink, wink. So
that's the last thing I remember, falling asleep?
that's the last thing you remember. And now
Jesus
you
Christ.
woke up here. Akira is not with you. I will point that out. Akira is not with you. For all you know, he is back in your bed, but that doesn't make any sense because your bed is also in the therapy room.
Oh, God.
Your bed is in the therapy room. There is a door. There is a door, some windows, a mini fridge for some reason, a fish tank, a lamp in the corner, right next to that daddy.
I'll give Remy a chance to go before I do my next action.
I'm rolling.
Is
for that.
oatmeal here?
Wait. Venvi rolled a nat 1. Remy cannot act for 5 minutes. Remy can do nothing for 5 minutes.
All right. I pinched myself.
Remy, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, is struck by a bout of paralysis and falls over like a board in the corner. She can still speak. That is all she can do. She is incapable of moving, but she can speak.
Can she breathe?
Yeah, she can breathe. She is not going to die from this. Actually,
Oh,
hold
okay.
on. Hold on a minute. She did bonk her head falling against the wall, so.
Ooh, Remy, you gotta be careful.
Am I gonna die in 2 minutes of being in this call?
You're gonna be fine, but you do take 4 damage. Interpret this how you will. We don't have set health, so that's fully up to interpretation. That was 1d4 damage, which rolled out to 4. So Remy is currently paralyzed against the corner for a little bit. Hey Venvi, would you like to do anything now that you've just heard? You literally just after the you just hear Remy do her like and then a donk on the wall, which is where her head hits.
Yes, I'd like to pinch myself to see if I'm dreaming.
Okay then. I missed the camera. I keep not knowing. That is a 16. You pinch yourself really good. Actually, a little too good. You forgot to trim your nails, and a little bit of blood comes out. You realize you are not dreaming. What you see around you is, in fact, reality. A reality you have now become stuck in for one reason or another.
Nice.
Remy, would you like to do anything that does not involve moving?
Is oatmeal here? I wanna call for oatmeal.
Okay, Barry, you can check. You can call for oatmeal with. You can't really move too much, so it'll be more like yeah, and you can't move your eyes around, so it's the odds of this working are not great, but I'll let you try. But nat 20.
Yay!
So randomly out of nowhere, you fully gain feeling of yourself again. You actually you feel a little bit stronger than normal. Almost as though like you've done I don't know, like you've done some performance enhancers and you're a little bit hopped up on caffeine.
Wow.
Like you feel hyper energized now. I guess it was a restful paralysis. And oatmeal, while not being there initially, not just one, but 3 variants of oatmeal crash through the ceiling and tackle hug you. Oh, daddy! The father is sending more gifted memberships. Hold on, let me just real quick roll for that. Oh, daddy. Hold on. A 10. Oh, that I guess that's a perfectly average daddy shotgun. But the father, this daddy does have actually no. There's a second daddy also looking for 5 more gifted members. There are now 2 daddies.
Just multiplying.
Don't ask where these daddies come from. This one's a little bit shorter, less muscular, has a little bit of a beer gut that's coming out of a slightly too small shirt. Couldn't be but budget's tight. The shirt's tighter.
Budget's tight.
So Remmi is now tackle hugged by 3 variants of oatmeal. I'll let you choose what variants of oatmeal they are. One of them has to be default.
No, wait, can you roll 1d5 or 6?
Remmi, a D5 does not exist.
At the
Whichever
was-
one is
Okay.
closest
Do a
to
D4 and a D1, and then you can count that as a D5.
What do you think a D1 is? That's a coin flip.
that.
Oh, that would be
Okay, hold
that
on.
would
We'll
count
roll
as a
the
2.
D6. I don't know what I'm rolling this for exactly, but you got a 3. You got a nice little 3 in there. Also, what the Han just got rolled for?
On.
Oh yeah, the membership. YouTube does weird stuff with memberships. So what did you want me to roll that D6 for?
Wait. What was it again?
It was a 3.
A 3. Oatmeal is cosplaying as Lopunny now.
Oh, okay. Wait, there were 3 different Lopunny. Not 3. There were 3 different oatmeals. One is default. One is Lopunny, and what's the third one?
The other one is McDonald's worker oatmeal.
You got McDonald's Lop. I'll even give you that the McDonald's one came with an extra large fries in case you get
Hell
hungry in here.
yeah!
All right, and also, what the hug gets rolled by? 17.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say, you don't know exactly what this is, but a weird voice comes from somewhere outside booming that just sounds incredibly confused. Just, huh? What? You have no idea what this is, but it happened.
Okay.
Remmi now has 3 variants of oatmeal
Cute.
and an extra large fries.
Oh, lucky for her.
Venvi is bleeding a little. Actually, hold on. You take 1 damage because you pinch yourself too hard. I'm not rolling for that one. You just take that one. Anyone?
Oh my goodness, Abzers is here.
Wait. That was a 6. They have to lurk. No more chatting from Abzers. You timed them out. They can't chat.
Dang.
They're a mod.
You can time out mods.
You can?
Yes, you may have to remod them, but
Wow. What a harsh punishment.
you timed them out for 5 minutes. Rest in peace, fellow mod. This is why you have to be careful what you speak in my presence, because I am a crafty monkey's paw.
Careful what you wish for, Remmi.
Nothing happens. Nothing particularly happens. Sorry.
Time passes.
Oh, well. 11. Approximately 3 minutes pass, idly, I guess, because Venvi wished it.
Yay. Am I still bleeding after the 3 minutes are up?
I like how you're not trying to treat the wound. You are simply, am I still bleeding?
Well, I was gonna suck on it to clean the blood up, but if I'm not bleeding, then there's no point.
It's not bleeding anymore. It's nicely, it's scabbed over. If you crack it off, it'll probably bleed again, but it is good for now.
Okay.
The
With a fast scab.
Yes. Well, it was you pinched yourself. It wasn't that big. All right. Anything else? Anything? What would you like to go now?
I would
Anyone?
like to know if there's anyone aside from me, Remmi, the oatmeals, and the 2 daddies. Like, is the therapist here? That's my main question.
The therapist. Let's see if you find out. So, Venvi, your glasses suddenly become completely unnecessary. You have a 6th sense to know the presence of everything. You sense
Everything?
aggressively everything that is in the current level of reality. There could be other realities that impose upon it, but as of now, it is the 2 daddies, both of which have shotguns of some variety.
Okay.
You notice the 3 oatmeals and their lovely fluffiness. You notice you feel the Remmi. You feel something, but you're not sure what in the fish tank that was mentioned. Oddly enough, you feel something in the mini fridge too. And you do not sense the physical presence of a therapist, but you do feel something greater. Something larger than life, potentially watching over this room. You also notice something odd through the door's peephole. Just feeling. You haven't checked it, but you feel something weird through the peephole.
With my new sixth sense power to know everything in this world, I sense Hot Topics having a sale, and I try to call someone I know to go get me some Sonic merchandise from the Hot Topic sale.
Oh my goodness.
7. You don't have a cell phone, but there is a rotary phone, for some reason stapled to the ceiling. But because you are short, you can't actually reach it from your current height. The ceiling, it's a little bit out of reach. Your arms are just a little too short, and you can't reach the rotary phone. But it is there. Maybe you could get something to stand on. Also, Remmi, I'm informed you were DM'd the first image for it.
Let's send Oatmeal to go get the Hot Topic sale merch.
Which oatmeal?
All of them.
Oh,
Okay.
dang. Wow, you're gonna use up your whole army at once.
So, the oatmeals struggle to find an actual way out. I noted that there were doors and windows, but they all appear to be locked. Eventually, they come to a thing that there is a window on the ceiling that also appears to lead out. And actually, never mind, let me take that back. They launch one of them out through the hole they came out of, but it requires the strength of all three of them to launch one of them. You have lost Lopunny, and they are off to
Okay.
Hot Topic now.
Yippee!
Yay.
You have no idea if they're going to return or when they'll return if they do.
But I can sense Lopunny, right? With my sixth sense. I can sense where they are. Correct?
Your sixth sense appears to have been something temporary or fluctuating, as it appears to be fading now. Your connection to the life web is dwindling
The life web.
right now. You
Okay.
still feel something, but it is
Fading
hazy
fast.
at best. You are unable to actually make sense, heads, tails, backwards, or forwards of anything. In fact, you're not even sure if that Hot Topic deal was real, and you may have just sent off that Lopunny rabbit off to a closed Hot Topic for all you know. For all you know, a drug deal is happening in that locale.
It's okay, Lopunny can handle it.
It would seem that the Lopunny oatmeal is indeed a tough cookie.
Nice.
They will be, relatively speaking, fine.
Yay.
We still don't know if this one's coming back or not. We have no idea if this oatmeal will come back or not, for all we know. But hey, at least you still got the fries.
Mhm.
So, Venvi, now that your sixth sense is fading, what do you do?
Now that I'm coming back to my senses and I'm no longer feeling the high of being all powerful, I turn to Remy and say, Remy, what are you doing here?
Hold on.
I'm
Your
waiting
tongue
for
kind
Loon
of
to roll.
your tongue kind of pretzels in your mouth, and it comes more. Maybe the sixth sense leaving you is also like going through withdrawal, so you don't have full control over your body. So it comes out something more like here. Then Remy, that is what you hear. Venvi,
It's okay, I totally understand you, Venvi.
and your glasses also fall off your face.
Oh.
And I know I said you didn't need them anymore, but your sixth sense is faded and you need them again. And now Venvi, so the pose you were doing, damn. The pose you were doing without glasses. God, Venvi without glasses. All right, so Remy, what were you in the middle of?
I could understand Venvi's gibberish for sure.
For sure.
Remy, you have a migraine after listening to whatever Venvi was trying to sell you. You actually can't
Sell
understand
her.
him at all. In fact, you feel so overwhelmed by your head pain that you don't even think you could have understood a regular English coming from this man. God, what is this? God, it's friggin' pain. God, is your skull ripping apart? What is this? Did he assault your head with his voice? What is going on?
Maybe some fries will help.
The fries do appear to help you a little bit. You know, maybe you were just a little hangry there and it was giving you a bit of a headache, but you still have a mad headache. It's still quite the mad headache. It's just slightly relieved.
Eat
The
more
oatmeal, the
fries.
2 remaining oatmeals are looking at you mildly concerned, and trying to give you nice little comforting pats and rubs. Remember, you still feel empowered and caffeinated because of the weird come out of paralysis thing you did.
I'll offer some fries to Venvi. Maybe he needs some fries.
So, you grab the fries from the McDonald's oatmeal, and you trip, you fall, they wind up on the floor. The good amount of them still stay in the extra large because it's extra large. And the floor looks relatively clean, like you're not too worried about it. But you were unable to properly deliver them to Venvi. Y'all are real clumsy right now. What the hell is going on? Remmi tripping, Venvi can't talk. Also, the tripping kind of makes your headache a little bit, your migraine worse again, because it's, you know, concussive force.
Pain.
So we got Remmi on the ground with most of the fries having spilled out. The Venvi is there, glasses having falling off, and his tongue is a pretzel. You still got Daddy number 1 and Daddy number 2 in the corner.
Can I reach for my glasses and put them back on my face?
Because you are an old fuck, your attempt to bend down hurts your back. And you actually fall over onto your glasses.
No!
And you break off one of the things that clips it back around your ear. They're still perfectly functional, but you have not managed to successfully grab them, and they're gonna be a bit funny on your face now. The daddies are looking at you mildly concerned.
Wait, am I still on the ground?
Yes, you are on the ground, and your back is still in pain. Remmi is also still on the ground. Like, Venvi, you are on your side. Remmi is on her tummy. The oatmeals and the daddies are all just staring at you like... the oatmeals are trying to help Remmi at the least. The daddies are just kind of like... rah, rah, rah.
Can I stand up?
Do a different type of roll here.
Interesting.
That's a lovely noise I'm making here. So, you attempt to stand up. You manage to get onto one knee before you realize you need to take a break. Because your back pain is just oh so excruciating. But you are up, you are off your glasses, you can now see your glasses, you can now see the damage you've done to them. And you are on a knee. Remmi, you are still just on your tum-tum.
I think I feel a little better now.
I have the percentage dice here. We'll see what percent better you feel. All right, Remmi, you do feel most of the way better. It's lingering, but you feel most of the way better. The migraine has mostly subsided. I guess, you know, maybe jostling the head around is a good way to get rid of the migraines, you know? You just jostle it more and then you go full circle. Still there a little bit, but you're definitely feeling a lot better. You see this old man. In fact, you see noticeable amounts of gray hair just sprouting out of Envy for some reason. As he attempts to stand, but he's on one knee going, "Oh, my back!" And his glasses are on the ground in front of him, broken. The oatmeals look at you almost like they can tell you're feeling better, Remmi. And the daddies are still just off in the corner.
So, are they here to help my daddy issues?
The more clean-looking one seems to sense your inquisition and just gives you a knowing look and a nod.
Can I please have a hug?
You're still laying tummy and face down on the ground, by the way. You're just gonna...
She asks it anyway.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you, while lying face down on the wooden floor, just reach your arms out over your head, aiming in the general direction of Better Daddy.
Uppies.
Not uppies. It's still perfectly horizontal to the ground because you are still face and tummy down. And he just looks at you
Backies?
mildly confused, like thinking you're trying to stretch or something. He does not understand what you're trying to do because also you're still face down talking into the ground. He didn't hear you all the way.
Why am I face down in the ground?
Because you fell and you never said you roll to get back up.
Oh, I have to do that.
You fell down. You just said you feel better, so the migraine went away.
Floor's comfy.
But you never actually got back up. The oatmeals are still looking at you face down on the ground. Venvi's still an old man with his back pain.
Die!
Hold on.
My back! My back pain.
Okay, that's fine enough. Venvi, you are currently you are less old now, but because you
How
are now
much less?
37.
Oh!
37 years old now. You are not old. You still got some pain,
I'm so
but your pain is
mature.
healed a little bit. You're so mature. You fit right in with the daddies.
My pain only healed a little bit. Even though I'm
Yeah.
no longer old enough to talk like this. Interesting. So now I try to stand all the way up. Now that my back pain has receded a little bit.
Your back pain slightly
Same,
worsens.
same. Let's go get up.
I'm still gonna try to get up. Does it?
Okay,
Whoa.
Venvi's on one knee. Remy is still face down. Remy is just hardwood comfy. For the past, like 12 minutes.
Sometimes hardwood is comfy.
Okay. Let's roll. Hold on. Let's roll first for Remy because she's been face down for longer, I think.
That's true.
Remy is able to get up, no problem. She actually hops up like boing, spring boing. She is quite good. She is still very hyper energized from that. And now Venvi, who is currently on a knee with back pain.
But I'm not as old anymore. Was that my back cracking?
Upon attempting to stand up, you feel a muscle in your calf rip.
Ew! That's so nasty.
In tandem with your back. Also, you re-age back up to at minimum 60 and fall back
Minimum 60.
onto your glasses and break off the left lens. I would like to point
This
out
is
you
a
rolled a
nightmare.
9 on a percentage dice.
Great. Was that percent to worsen? Because
The
it seems
higher
like I
you
got a
roll, the
lot
better.
worse.
Yeah,
It didn't seem like I got any better at
9
all.
Buddy, that was 9 out of 100.
But that's percent, yeah? So I should have got 9% better out of 100, no? I should have
No, that's
improved
not-
somewhat. Percentage is like different from a normal dice roll, yeah? Percentage is out of 100, right? So 100 is max, 90, anything below 100 is on its way to 100. No? Am I misreading the word?
So
Percent?
I just rolled a nat 20 on this man is challenging God.
So that means I become the new god, yeah?
No, that was
Roll.
a roll for my
No,
action.
no, roll for that one, so to see if it becomes my roll instead.
Well, here's the thing: you are now smited to age 85.
Smited. That's only 15 years. So 9% got me from 37 to 60, and challenging God and him smiting me only added 15
Stop
years.
questioning God, or it will get worse for you.
I rolled to check if no one noticed that I did math wrong and said 15 instead of 25.
No one noticed. It was
Yes.
only you noticed.
Yes.
You're still 85, have broken glasses that are probably outdated prescription due to all the up and down aging you've been doing.
I know. I feel like I'm gonna throw up from all the backlash of aging back and forth.
You maintain nausea, but you do not throw up.
Oh, my head. My head. Sorry, I had to talk like that again.
Your head is not actually hurting all that bad. It is in pain because, God, the elderliness, and maybe a trace of the sixth sense you once had is hurting you instead of helping you now. What do either of you do now. Remmi is still going to try and find her daddy. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. She looks so happy when I mention. Why is it I mention find your daddy and your eyes just light up?
He left me so long ago. I miss him.
And you feel somewhere in your heart that he misses you too, but he is not here.
Therapy daddy, help me. Help me find my real dad.
Hold on. As you approach therapy daddy
Number 1.
and reach for a hug, you notice he starts turning an ashen gray.
Oh.
Huh?
And as you cling to him more and more, he disintegrates into a fine dust.
What the hell? This ain't helping my daddy issues.
And as you cling to it more and more, a feeling of despair enters you as you realize that perhaps these daddies were never real. Perhaps these daddies were just a figment, a projection of what you wish. Maybe this therapy session has a way of worming its way into your mind and drawing what you desire. And these daddies were merely a manifestation. But now the world sees that you did not need them, but you needed to experience more pain to heal. As you claw through the ashes of what was once your ideal father. You rolled a nat 1, by the way.
This is crazy.
And I'm just going to refer to the other one as Walmart Daddy. He could not look less interested in you. In fact, you can see he's looking at his phone and it has a notepad that just says get cigarettes and milk. And he is eyeing that list aggressively. And you are just in the ashes of what you thought would be your ideal father. But unfortunately...
This is so sad. What the heck?
Unfortunately, there is no longer a father. And even those feelings you thought of the one that left you, potentially truly loving you, even those are called into question now as the dust, even the dust itself fades into the wind.
I'm never gonna find him.
Indeed. You feel that there is such a slim chance of you ever finding him.
Oh.
You're just forever lost, potentially, to be on your own, with you and your harem of oatmeals. No father. No father forever. Funny enough, that was a 19, but because the roll was, I'll never find him, you will successfully never find him at the 19. The despair grows ever so more, as not even the dust remains. And now is just the space he used to stand. And the only one that remains is Walmart Daddy, as I'm going to call him now.
I try to lay down on the hard, comfy floor.
Venby is still curled up on his side in pain as an 85-year-old man right now, by the way.
Oh, did I get back on the floor?
You fell back down after your last roll.
Ah, okay.
So Remmi is now, I presume, tears forming over what she thought was her salvation, but in reality ended up being nothing but a taunt, a toy, in fact, that reality had thrown at her.
I'm gonna let Venby take over for a minute.
I try to take a nap.
Remmi has to make at least 2 more actions before Venby can take over.
Uh-oh. Well, digital virtually pets me.
That.
All right.
As you say, uh-oh, an oddly soft knock comes. It's not from the door, it's from a random place in the walls. And then digital comes Wait, you're trying to get digital into this?
Well, you saw it on
Fine.
screen, so I was just like, uh-oh. There's a pet on screen.
Well, out of nowhere, almost as if forced by reality itself, Digital teleports into the room,
Oh my gosh,
patting you on the head.
Thanks for the pets, bro.
It is unclear if he is here permanently with the rest of you or if this is a temporary thing, but he is now patting you on the head for comfort. You may have forced him into this room against his will, but you'll have to see about that later.
The fact that he's petting doesn't really feel like it.
We'll see. I'll have to check on what he actually says in what he says in chat now. All right. And now, Remmi is still crying over the disintegrated father.
Yes. Go ahead, Venvi.
Take your last action so I can try and take a nap.
Her one action was oh no, the other action that's what caused the knocking. And then digital came.
Okay, I try to take a nap.
Okay, hold on. Venvi tries to take a nap. Hold on, I'm rolling for digital first.
What the frick? It was my turn. Digital, you stole my turn from me, I yell from the floor.
So digital attempt will give a thumbs out and tries to fade out. However, for some reason, he doesn't fully fade out. He just becomes mostly ethereal. And he's like, he just goes, shit, and tries to walk out the wall thinking he's ethereal. He does just walk into the wall. But you are, digital, you are still in the room as now a mostly translucent creature. And then Venvi...
Ahaha, you can't leave.
I go, and I point at digital.
He doesn't really feel it, and he more so just looks at you like he just looks at you and says, "Shut the f up, old man." And Remmi, what was Remmi doing there? What was yours? Were you also laughing at digital?
Oh yeah. I said he can't leave.
He doesn't really feel that one either. He does just he raises his middle finger, tries to walk out again, fails again, but he tries.
All right. He's just too tough.
And Venvi, did you want to attempt that nap again?
No. Now that Digital's here, I'm gonna ask him and Remmi to help me up.
I got you, bro.
You're quite convincing. Digital is ethereal. So his...
Well, not according to the wall.
I don't know. I was going to... He is bonking into the wall. He also does not have his full muscle mass, so he can't actually lift you that well.
Okay.
I don't know how much he has in the first place. I don't know. But Remmi also comes over to help. Remmi enthusiastically tries to help. And together...
Can her oatmeals help too? If she so desires it?
Well, hold on. Okay, so they rolled a 13 to help you. One of the McDonald's oatmeal is too busy eating the remainder of the fries, and the regular oatmeal comes to help you.
Okay. I'll take that.
Also, I realize now... Hold on, wait.
I thought McDonald's was the more responsible one.
Digital doesn't actually help you. He sits down and pouts because he's a whiny little baby.
Jesus!
He successfully sits down and pouts.
Can't you help an old man out? Once in his life.
Brett doesn't even want to be here.
Hold on, I want to...
He was patting your head.
Venvi is mostly helped up.
Yay.
And you notice in the corner where, in another corner, there is a walker now, almost as if the universe knows that Venvi might be stuck at this age for a while.
Can I reach for the walker and see if in this warped, heckish reality it flies to me like I'm using the Force? But gently enough that it doesn't knock me down.
I'm not taking into account that last sentence.
Okay. Fair enough.
You reach your hand out, attempting to use the Force. You pull, and you have an aneurysm.
Jesus! Do I die?
Hold on. I need to check what an aneurysm is.
Isn't that the blown up blood vessel in your head? Or am I crazy?
Aneurysm. What brain aneurysm? Bulge or ballooning of blood vessel in the brain.
So that doesn't...
You have a hell of a headache. Outward bulging balloon, localized abnormal weak spot on a blood vessel. You're in a hell of a pain. A little bit of blood's coming out of your eye now. You're still very, very old.
That's nasty.
You're not immediately dying.
Okay. I'm just
But
in
Remmi,
great discomfort.
Remmi and default oatmeal are still holding you. And Remmi, you effectively just watched an old man reach his hand out for something that is completely across the room.
Oh my gosh, Bunny's rating me.
Oh my god, we got a... Oh wait, hold on, I need to... Does that activate my Twitch alert? Hold on 1 second.
Right, Bunny. Hopefully that doesn't cause anything for my therapy session.
Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to do a thing real quick. Hold on. That. I had to move my Twitch alerts in case a raid happens here. There's some lovely, funny music that plays. But now zoom back in so I can actually see my dice on my camera because my setup is very off to the sidey. Now, what was we in the middle of? Okay, the raid. Hold on. There's a bunny raid. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. There is a bunny raid. There is a raid from bunnies, you say, and it is actually just the returning Lopunny bunny.
Oh my gosh,
Did you
are they
get
back
my
with
merchandise?
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
My merch, my Sonic merch.
Funny enough, this bunny has come back with 13 Sonic the Hedgehog figures and a full life-size Shadow the Hedgehog fursuit.
Oh my goodness. Good
my.
things come from bunny raids, you see.
Apparently bunnies come with goodness.
Thank you, Bunny.
So that now Venvi, you do have access to a full-size Shadow the Hedgehog fursuit.
I'm afraid to put it on. I feel like I'm just gonna break more bones trying to get into it.
That is fair. That is fair.
I'm gonna
But
try
now you
to.
have and the 13 different Sonic the Hedgehog figurines of assorted characters that you would know better than me.
I'm gonna try to tie the suit around my waist like people do with their jackets when it's too hot and they have nowhere to put it.
I'm sorry to say, you're back on the ground. You're back on the ground in pain. You you face plant into the Shadow the Hedgehog suit. You're actually kind of like in a compromising position on top of Shadow the Hedgehog. So you just got imagine some sexy music playing and all that. Also, Furry, you don't need to draw 13. You draw 1, Control C, Control V, and then recolor them.
No, you said they were different characters. You said the cast that I would know better.
Yeah, but for its simplicity's sake. Oh wait, how good is that head pat Remmi's getting? The head rubs were a little too hard, and your head feels like it's got a little bit scratched too much.
Too rough.
A little bit too rough. Also, Venvi, I would like to say you still don't have glasses on, so you're still very blind.
Well, am I as blind as I am in real life? Or is it more blind?
You're also 85, so more.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna reach out and try to head pat the Lopunny oatmeal to thank it for getting me all this cool stuff, even though I'm face down on the floor.
They are good head pats. Your hand, it leans its head down to your hand and does most of the work for you.
Oh.
This Lopunny version seems to be oddly
Helpful?
fond of you, Venvi. I don't know. It's this one.
Lopmeal.
This lop meal is very attuned to you. It is giving you a bit of an odd look, like, bruh, really? You're just gonna do that with the shadow costume in front of everyone? Okay, I guess, but come on, bro. Get a room.
Is a room, technically. I don't even know. I just keep getting more and more hurt. I'm like,
sorry, hold on, overriding a reality here. You say this is a room technically, and all of a sudden a really oddly small cubicle forms completely around exclusively Venvi and Shadow.
oh, a cubicle, like a work cubicle, like an office cubicle.
Yes, and it is completely encased, and it has some nice mood lighting, candles, red lights, a velvet curtained bed, and you and Shadow are alone in there.
Oh,
Remy
so
doesn't know any of
freaky.
this. She just sees a giant box appear around an old man. And despite you are still old, but something about all this is making you feel so youthful and energetic. Something about, and all of a sudden, the eyes on the Shadow the Hedgehog costume, which had previously been like a default position, are now looking oddly seductive.
Wow. I try to take a nap
Remy,
in the soft velvety bed.
It is also a soundproof room. I will say that. Remy can hear nothing going on from inside.
Good. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing going on in that room.
Suddenly, Remy gets bunny hearing senses and can hear through the walls.
No.
Remy can now hear incredibly good now.
Okay. I try to take a nap on the soft velvety bed.
Okay.
Okay.
You're unable to get to the bed yourself, but Shadow the Hedgehog, for somehow this fursuit seems to have been given a little bit of life by the magical room that came up, and Princess carries you to the bed.
Aw, Princess carries me. I've always wanted to be carried like a princess.
Bridal carry, that's what it's called. You get bridal carried by a Shadow the Hedgehog fursuit to the bed. And then you lie down within it. He pats you on the head, tucks you in.
Oh.
And then blows out all but one of the candles.
Everyone's being so nice to me recently.
And then proceeds to go off into the corner where he, like Toy Story, becomes once again just a fursuit and not alive. Remy does not know that this happened. As far as she is aware, it is still... Actually, she heard some... She didn't hear anything because it was mostly quiet actions, other than some light shuffling.
So, once I was been tucked into the bed, did I successfully sleep?
Yes, you took a bit of a... You are now currently napping. I'll just use that as a transition to, hey Remy, do you have anything you would like to do in the moment, now that this cubicle that you have just heard odd shuffling from is in the middle of the room? Oh, also, Venvi, just because he's kind, Shadow got your glasses, and he doesn't know how to fix them, and put the one half... He put all the broken pieces on the nightstand.
Oh, he's so sweet. Sweetheart.
And then in Keanu Reeves' voice, he whispers in your ear, "Good night." Sweet prince.
Perfect.
That was an 11 only, by the way, but the fact that you rolled the nat 20 to even get in here gave you advantage.
I did that? What was I trying to do again? That I got the 20?
You were just trying to take a nap. You only rolled the 11, which you failed to do on your own, but because because of everything revolving around Shadow happening, you still succeeded.
Great.
I don't know. Death Air. Wait, what the heck? Digital's spewing nonsense I was trying to interpret. Digital is still pouting in the corner, by the way. So does now that Venvi is napping, I will give leeway to the others. And by the others, I mean the Remy and the Digital, I guess, because Digital is still in here.
Since Luck Meal seems to be doing very good, I'd like to see if they would be willing to find information on my father.
Detective Lockmeal on the case.
Lotmeal appears to look at you incredibly confused. Father? What is father? I hatched in an egg in a trainer's ball. I don't know what father is. I don't know what you mean by this word. I never had one. At least I never knew one. What is this father?
It's okay. Never mind.
Oh, wait, hold on. Digital's rolling for a thing. Okay, hold on. Digital is trying to construct a whole ass kitchen. Oh god. Digital, I would like to point out, I determine how hard these rolls are.
But he's an ethereal being.
Okay. Somehow, Digital wills a gas stove into existence.
Nice.
And a little, the grease boilers and all the necessary things. And McDonald meal. What's the name for McDonald's oatmeal? Or is it just McDonald's oatmeal?
McMeal? Oh my gosh, that's good.
McMealin? Wait, no, that's the name of Mazork's cat, I think, McMillan. No, I can get it. Ah, Remmi, you're going down. And
She's
now...
My
sinking.
camera stopped.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I hate when that happens. I have a question for the
well,
DM.
at least I'll describe the... just the frozen face. The McDonald's oatmeals just sighs aggressively because they know it means they have to get to work again. Because they had hoped that coming here would mean they get off of work.
How the heck
But
did they
no,
do
the
that?
Real.
digital had to summon out of etherealism its
What
entire
the
ass
thing?
kitchen. What the hell is happening? Venvi's having intimacy with Shadow. Remy
I'm sleeping.
Remy lost her daddy again, and had more trauma. And Digital is in the room now, constructing McDonald's out of thin air. Pays them more than minimum wage. Okay, well.
Uh-oh.
Wait. This could be a good thing.
I'm gonna point this out. You successfully pay them much higher than minimum wage. However,
Mhm.
you're broke as well, so you're going into the negative to do this. You're going into the negative
What
to
a
do
good
this,
boss.
or the money you are giving is counterfeit ethereal money that is not actual legal tender. Actually, no, it's a mix. You're both broke and a criminal.
Wow.
You're
It's
still
not
pouting in
even
the
a good
corner
one.
slightly. You have successfully constructed it, but you're still pouting in the corner. You take Venvi. Okay.
Hmm.
You attempt to enter the cubicle and then realize you don't know how this cubicle works.
Hmm.
You cannot take
Hmm.
Venvi's money right now. Assuming Venvi is retired. Actually, as a matter of fact, no one other than you has access to money because of your etherealism as of now.
No one other than
You could
Digital?
everyone could attempt to will it into existence. But currently
Oh.
no one has access to their actual money stash.
Ah.
What the
Ah.
freak? We're all broken here.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes, wait. hold
Well,
on.
Lopmeal paid somehow or stole all the merchandise.
Yeah.
So Remy, you said we all broken here,
No.
and you have a feeling that your IRL bank accounts outside of this room are also not going to have much left when you get back because this is a therapy session, and we all know how therapists love to charge.
That's true.
You can feel the siphoning of money from your bank accounts as we go.
As we go, yeah. We're getting such good advice
They
in
charge by the
therapy.
minute. This therapist charges by the minute.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So everyone is going to be broke by the time they get out of here, even with all the counterfeit money. I don't think Digital's getting out of there. Venvi is still an 85-year-old man napping on velvet sheets with Shadow the Hedgehog watching over him inside of a private cubicle with only a single candle remaining lit. Remy is having a weird heart-to-heart with Lopmeal over fathers.
Well, she kind of disengaged in that conversation.
Is there further goings you would like to commit right now from your current positions?
I'd like to roll to have a passionate, vivid dream about exactly what everybody was imagining when you heard live shadow and soundless cuticle and mood lighting and candles and velvet bed.
Rolling percentage for this.
Okay.
Oh, that way.
I kind of want it to be low. I don't want this to be very accurate.
Everyone outside hears aggressive screaming
Oh my goodness.
as Venvi dreams vividly, not of the pleasure but of the pain.
By getting blapped by shadow. And by that I mean gunshot. gunshot.
In a way, yes. You
Okay.
are repeatedly going through death after death
Oh my
over and
God.
over in your dream. Shadow is
Gosh.
finding every creative way to kill you, running you through as a sonic ball, coming back out using assorted guns, assorted other weaponry. You scream. And eventually you wake up from this nightmare, drenched in sweat and a little bit of urine. Actually, quite a bit of urine.
Uh-huh.
You lost a lot of your bodily control in your old age and in your screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And you look over and you see that the Shadow the Hedgehog fursuit, the eyes are no longer looking at you longingly. They're looking at you knowingly. Knowing that they have control over you.
Now, having soiled myself, I attempt to change into the shadow fursuit. What's the damage, Doc? What is my fate?
You try and walk out of bed, but you realize that at least one factor of that dream was not just a dream. As you look down, and your leg is no longer there.
Wait,
What?
is it like violently chopped off, or is it just missing?
It is not chopped off, it is ripped off.
Ew!
Little bits of flesh and innards. Even the vein is a little bit extended out there. Still, it's not pumping blood, it was tied off. The bleeding has been stopped, but it is quite nasty.
Well,
The suit is, you actually look at the Shadow the Hedgehog suit and notice your leg is next to it, and there's a few more streaks of red in Shadow's fur than you normally would expect.
Shadow's evil.
You rolled a nat 1, I would like to point out.
I thought it was so loving earlier. Would I not?
It's amazing how the whims of the dice and the gods can change a person.
I know, right? I mean,
Also,
what?
Furt accidentally sent me his MS Paint that he was trying to send Remmi at some point. You know what? This gets the point across. What the hell? Wait, why?
It gets the point across.
Oh, that's the walker. Well, I thought that was I thought the walker was a headless person. Venvi is still 85, actually. I need to remember that. Venvi is also 85. It probably ripped off really easily. Actually, it ripped off mostly easily, but some of it was like jerky and really, really tough.
Tough, huh?
But it is no longer bleeding. It is just really nasty. Everyone outside still heard the horrific screaming.
Well,
Well, I'll go attempt to open the door to Venvi's room.
I would like to point out, you may roll for this. There was no door.
What?
You're still gonna roll to open the non-existent door. As you reach out your hand to attempt to grab at the wall that you think is a door, because I guess you're kind of delusional too in here, your hand phases through it a little bit, and you're like, oh, what's that? Before you get pulled into your own personal hellscape.
wow.
What the freak was that?
That's
And in your personal hellscape, for the moment, it is nothing but the gray dust of Father swirling around you. Swirling, swirling, swirling. Every so often, this new Father that you got attached to for a brief moment, it comes and goes into Daddy! It goes into a face and tells you how you were never good enough to be his child, how it was shameful of you to ever call him daddy because you could never measure up to his stuff. But thank you for joining the membership over there, company.
oh, daddy.
But a new daddy shows up.
In Remy's place? Or in the therapy room?
Remmi, you see an oddly shaped cube in the middle of your room, and out of desperation for any type of relief, you grab it. And it slips a certain lock into place, and you hear the distant bells tolling for you.
What is happening right now?
And your new daddy shows up.
Wait, what?
A daddy clad in leather, face mildly torn apart,
Oh.
with wires running through it, no skin atop its head. This new daddy is a Cenobite.
I don't even know what that
What?
means. We're too uncultured.
Oh, Cenobite.
What is that?
Demons to some, angels to others.
Oh.
Explorers from the further reaches of experience to experience every extreme and lace it with pleasure. You hold the solved lament configuration, and this new daddy is coming for you. You rolled a nat one. You rolled a nat 1 in an already. You rolled 2 nat 1s back to back.
Jesus.
You are now being taken by a BDSM torture demon.
Oh, is that what a Cenobite is?
Yes.
Hmm. Remy, how do you
So-
respond?
Open my arms wide.
Also, Digital thought I was about to bring Springtrap.
That sounded vaguely like it when you were describing what it looked like.
Ah, yes. William Afton, much known for the bells tolling and odd puzzle box of a cube.
That's the one.
Somehow, even though this is not how they normally work, your hug, your tears, your pitifulness, the swirling other face of other father, it is enough to garner some level of sympathy. For temporarily from the Cenobite. But as you have the solved lament configuration in your hand, they cannot simply let you go.
What the hell's a salt configuration?
The solipsism configuration? Hold on.
Lament, Remy, lament. Solve the lament configuration.
Remy goes cross-eyed, attempting to look at this cube that is in her hand. The chances of you being able to solve it back are now ever increasingly lower. And the pity is slightly fading.
The
Your
pity.
time is very limited, Remy. What do you
Turn me
attempt to do
both.
from this?
You have to solve ligament.
Ligament. Hey, Venvi, you're in an okay. I will say, while Remy is in this hellscape, getting tortured, or about to be tortured by a Cenobite,
Mhm.
does anyone else want to do anything before she attempts to save herself? Venvi, because the dimensions of that cubicle exist on top of each other in weird parallel planes, you catch glimpses of what's going on there, and Remy, you also catch glimpses to old man Venvi missing a leg covered in sweat and piss. So you every so often you can catch glimpses. Digital is still just out there having one B McDonald's.
What the frick?
The friggin' oatmeals and Digital are out there having fun at McDonald's.
When did that happen? I don't remember a Digital going to McDonald's storyline.
He built a McDonald's.
Oh, I thought you said he just
Eating
put
a
a
Hold
stove
on,
or
wait,
something.
Digital, I would like to say, given the, you need to roll high for this, but
Roll high. Mhm.
can someone do a rate check of the rate of natural ones?
It's like 1 in 20, yeah?
Digital, in his attempt to pull someone out, gets sucked into his own personal hell dimension.
Wow, glad we're all in
No,
solidarity
no.
now.
You are now in
No.
3 separate parallel universes. I would like to point out the oatmeals are still just out there having a hell of a time. They're just at McDonald's, mildly concerned.
I'm happy
Walmart
for them.
Daddy is still there.
He hasn't moved in hours.
Digital, God, I don't know Digital well enough at the moment. Hold on. So Digital is now in, because he built a McDonald's before, he is now in the most rundown, abandoned, condemned McDonald's ever. Being the sole employee with nothing but an ethereal manager yelling at him repeatedly as how he's not even worth the minimum wage. That he couldn't satisfy even a fly with the shit that he cooks.
What in the world?
And in fact, he does not actually have any type of meat or anything. It is just feces that he is forced to cook with and eat now.
Ew.
His customers are decrepit, almost zombie-like beings. Yes, Digital, you do still have your burger, but after what I've just said, do you trust it?
He looks at the burger curiously.
What does anyone want to do now that we are inside of a cubicle inside of this therapy?
What
I
can we
give
do?
solve the Shmiga thing.
You
Guess.
attempt to
That
solve the box. Are you saying you attempt to solve the box?
No, I give them the box.
You successfully reach out with the box and hand it to them. It confuses them for a moment, and they wonder what your intent with this was. But they seem confused by this action for now. Digital rolls deep investigation on the
On the burger.
You can tell it is some type of feces. The bread
Some type.
is more mold than flour and dough. The lettuce is black, and the cheese, let's just say, I wouldn't even look at that. So Remmi has confused a Cenobite. Venvi is still one-legged in with the shadow fursuit that's gone to hell.
I know.
Digital is in McDonald's hellscape. So,
Why?
what
Why did it end
actions
up like
does anyone
this?
wish to take now? Why did it end up like this? Because everyone who tried to do anything with the box got nat ones. The will of the dice is an odd one that I do not question. What would any... Remember, I would like to remind you, you can roll for literally anything. You can attempt to do literally anything. I will determine how difficult it is or based on the context, but you can attempt literally anything from any position. Okay, Digital attempts to call a health inspector in Hell McDonald's.
Health inspector.
There are no cell phones in your Hell McDonald's. There is one landline that has very obviously been cut, and you try and pick it up, and all it does is play the world's loudest choir of damned shrieking into your ears. What? Apparently, I'm now a fancy therapist.
Fancy.
You're looking VTube.
I mean. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I don't see anything. I mean, I see you.
Furret
on...
Furret has given me fancy wear.
Oh, okay. Well, you're just frozen for me, so maybe it's just loading.
It's gonna load. We know how this works. Rolling for seduction would be a good idea.
Oh, you're fancy.
Yes.
Thank
Now,
you,
yeah, we
therapist.
match suits. So, what is it? Remmi has given the puzzle box to the Cenobite. Venvi is still just kind of an old man, soiled and sweaty in bed, missing a leg.
Which leg is missing, by the way? Left or right?
Hold on. Left. Left leg is missing.
Okay.
Digital is rolling to go on strike. You receive 8 lashings from your manager and take... Hold on.
This is just literally heck.
Yeah.
Yes, because you all rolled that one. Digital takes 5 damage from his lashings and is not able to go on strike. He is forced to work still.
Okay.
So, do either of you wish to do anything? I'm putting Digital on pause for a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Shadow about Maria and attempts to emotionally destabilize him.
I'm gonna let you do it, but I'm just saying you might not want success here.
Okay. I've been so great at avoiding success so far, so I like my odds.
You know, Shadow is so tired of your now. He's actually really bored of you. You don't mentally destabilize him at all. He's actually way more clear of head. He actually just grabs you and throws you into the wall of the cubicle, which sends you back out into the therapy room, and then throws your glasses out behind you as well. You're still drenched in sweat and piss, but you are no longer in the hell. You come out to the room. You now see that there are nothing but oatmeals, the Walmart daddy who no one interacted with, and the cube, which appears to have a weird glow to it. You know vaguely what's happening to the others based on the brief glimpses you got with the overlap. He's still 85. Yes, he is. You are still 85. Oh, and he also throws your severed leg out after he's done as well.
Wow.
So Remmi is still on the verge of being taken by a Cenobite. Digital's getting whipped by a hell manager of McDonald's. What would you like to do from your current positions, everyone?
Methinks I will allow the new daddy to do whatever they wish now. My fate is in their hands.
Mm-mm.
I'm debating what die to roll for this.
Die.
I'm debating on what I wish to roll this for and what odds I want for you to have. If anyone attempts to steal the hair coupons, the music changes.
Hair coupons?
Don't ask. So, Remmi.
Yeah.
You give yourself to the Cenobites willingly. And this does not dissuade him fully, but it does disinterest them to a point. But from around you, chains with hooks come and pierce your flesh.
Oh.
And bind you to a wooden pillar for the moment, as you are now being inspected by the Cenobite. The chains
So
are
nasty.
in your. Hold on. We're just gonna. You only take 3 damage. Somehow bonking your head earlier was more damaging than this. But you are now tied to a wooden. You are tied to a wooden pillar. With Daddy Cenobite there, you still have the ashen remains of the first Daddy yelling at you.
Mm-hmm.
Venvi is still an old man outside with his leg and glasses and soiled outfits.
I want to use my leg as a cane to help me walk better. since I'm missing one at the moment.
Okay. You are somehow successfully able to walk like this.
Yes.
You are somehow able to walk like this. Your leg is, I guess the rigor mortis set in real quick onto the severed leg, so it's like.
I'm old after all. All right. Next.
Digital also attempts to get to another hell by digging down.
Whoa. Digging down through the floor of the McDonald's?
So, Digital. You succeed.
Oh.
And you fall down.
Yeah.
Into a new McDonald's, but this one is specifically a Walmart-fused McDonald's.
Oh, God.
So now, you're in Hell McDonald's with Hell rednecks.
Wow.
Funny enough, Walmart Daddy is there too. Don't ask how he got. I guess he just showed up there willingly. He's just kind of there normally.
So there are 2 Walmart daddies, or he just TP'd? Because I was where the original one was. So did I see him leave, or is there just a clone?
You hear a light yipping like what? through the weird dimensional box.
Okay.
The dimension box that is now there. Man, it's amazing how that started off as a pleasure place.
But I'm in the same room as the Walmart daddy isn't I? Aren't I? Wasn't I?
Yes, he's not there anymore. He's he's just in the Walmart hell now.
Gotcha.
The Walmart McDonald's hell.
Right, that one. I'm gonna use the advantage of my old age and newfound wisdom to try to mentally send to Digital and Remmi good vibes.
Good vibes. I like that.
I guess a fragment of that old sixth sense kicks back in as you are able to send encouraging messages to the hell dimensions your friends are in. What would you like to what would you like to send them specifically in the good vibe messages, or is it just a feeling?
I would like to send them advice. I would like to tell them never miss out on a good deal.
That's some good advice, Indie.
The message goes through clearly enough.
Yes.
They understand. This is all happening in the
Yes.
therapy room. No, Venvi's in the therapy room. The cube in the therapy room is the portal to hell. And Digital attempts to ask Walmart Daddy to carry him out.
Ooh.
Albeit, he did just roll a 16. However, Walmart Daddy is continuously not interested. This guy is really hard to convince. He's so out of it, you know. He's
Yeah,
really just there for his Coke Zero. Coke Zero because obviously he's healthy.
Obviously.
Yeah, but there's Coke Zero and the beer in his other hand.
Okay.
Okay, so Venvi has sent good vibes.
Yeah.
Remmi and Digital, you both feel a mild tingling and a feeling that next time you should go anywhere shopping, you should find a BOGO.
That message pisses me off, and I feel like I should give up more,
Oh,
just like my dad wants me to.
what the heck?
Remmi slumps further down on the stake, the chains pulling more at her skin.
Ew.
It tears slightly from her muscles now.
I don't like this game.
I don't know. Look, it's the dice that rolled so many nat ones in a row.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to change the situation. So I'm gonna use again my sixth sense that comes and goes as it pleases, and my old wisdom to try to tinker with the heck box and make it a heavenly box instead. You can roll now, DM. Okay.
I was getting in. You can. If my face goes stiff,
Uh-huh.
it means I'm rolling.
Okay. Nice.
Also, if you, I presume you potentially read the description. Just saying this again for people who didn't. Anything that gets spoken out as a text to speech, I will take into account for this. If it's just a regular message, so you can try whatever you want. It's a 1 in 100, but most regular messages want. So Venvi, you, with your legs still there in one hand, you outstretch your other hand, close your eyes, and meditate on the box, and put strange vibrations into it.
Good
And-
vibes.
In Remmi's dimension, something starts to change. The chains don't exist properly anymore. They're
Oh, no.
replaced by the thorny vines of roses. Still in the skin, still slightly painful, but the Cenobite is also gone. And in front of Remmi is now Garden Daddy, which is
God
just
dang it.
a very angelic, glowing man with a flower wreath on his head,
Wow.
who now seems not with malice but comfort to come over to you. Child, who did this to you? What has happened? Here, let me help you. And then he attempts to get all of the rose vines out of you. Digital,
Oh, my daddies hate
unfortunately,
me, bro.
this one's helping you. He's helping get the thorns out of you.
She's been too
The
hurt.
thorn vines.
She doesn't trust anyone anymore.
And also, I will say, Digital, his Walmart McDonald's gets a little bit cleaner. He fell down a layer, so he's away from the box now.
Oh.
So it's harder to reach.
Oh man.
Benji still has fries, by the way. No, most of the fries fell on the floor, and it was McDonald's oatmeal who had most of them. McDonald's oatmeal has actually cooked up a lot of stuff in the McDonald's.
While we
ever
were
since
gone.
Digital
While
went
I was
away.
gone. Hmm.
Make Venvi age 20. Oh, you know what? Digital, if you roll a nat 20, I will do exactly what you just said, but that's the only way. Digital fully sacrifices his own being, and nothing happens other than his soul is now boiling forever in a Hell McDonald's grease pit. And Venvi is, for some reason, 75 now.
Oh.
You have de-aged slightly.
Yes. Yes. Did my
Wait,
leg
wait,
also de-age? Or is it the same 85-year-old leg?
Yes, it is. No, it is. It ages. Your leg ages with you for some strange reason.
Wow. Interesting.
So Remmi is now in a blissful garden under bright blue skies, every flower imaginable that you love, and
Aw.
a very caring, angelic daddy is there caring for you. You are still hurt. Your skin still feels funny, but
Your heart still feels funny.
no. Venvi is now 75. He went down in age.
Woo!
The digital's roll failed.
I've never been so young.
So digital is now ethereal, and I think effectively in eternal torment. And yeah, I guess he could technically still try and roll from his position. It can't be so hard to do anything other than suffer.
Gargling in the deep fryer.
So yeah, Venvi, as a reminder of the status of everything, Venvi is in the default room with the cube still there. You can see that you had effect in it. Oddly enough, you don't even see anything of digital.
What a shocker.
But you see that Remmi is now being cared for.
Okay.
What do either of you do?
I'm gonna say, since I noticed that my leg de-aged with me, I'm gonna, like, on a whim, try to stick it back onto my stump and see if it will reattach to me. Feeling that there is some kind of connection there that still exists.
So you plunge the stump back onto the leg, and it does seem to connect mostly. You don't have control over it again.
Okay.
Like, it's basically just a peg leg at this point, but it is back on you.
I'll take it.
It's very stiff. It is very stiff and back on you. And I would like to point out, when I said the leg was gone, it was like middle of the thigh down was ripped.
Middle of the thigh
That is
down.
how much of the leg is gone. So
Okay, yeah, so that's
you
above
have
the
a
knee.
mostly stiff leg.
Yes. But a leg nonetheless.
Yes. And you also now don't have a cane.
I know. I thought about that too, but you said it was a peg leg, so I should be okay, I hope. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try to awkwardly waddle over to the walker that I tried to use the force to come to me earlier, which broke my
I'll
hand or
roll
something.
Digital attempts to play an Uno reverse card.
On me?
He just, in his scenario, he's still boiling.
Oh, gotcha.
Digital. All you get from that is just Hatsune Miku is just angrily glaring at you now.
Oh, lucky.
You will forever just have Miku angrily staring at you. Yes, I have some level of props.
Oh, like on your.
Ah.
Aw.
On my desk.
Oh, cute.
So what did you're going for the walker now, right?
Yeah, I'm limp or waddling to it.
You're doing what you can to move.
Yes, exactly.
You make progress, but you're stumbly. Your back still hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you are making progress. Remmi, what are you doing with your daddy?
I ask if he's going to abandon me like all the others.
Wow, guilt tripping him already? Gee.
He looks at you almost with pity in his eyes and says, "Oh, child, if you give me no reason to, I shan't. I will make no promises, as, well, anything could happen, but as long as you are not giving me a reason to abandon you, I see no reason why you can't live with me in this garden forever." And he continues working the vines out from your skin.
Actually, why don't we go down together then? To the therapy room.
Ow! Cool. My neck just cracked like Venvi's back.
Good, Loon. You're not long for this world. You would leave heaven
He
just
looks
to
at
go
you
to therapy.
disappointedly and says, "I am sorry, but I am bound to this garden. If you wish to return home, then I may be able to assist you, but then you would be abandoning me."
Oh, now he's guilt tripping.
And, well, maybe that would just prove you're more like your father than you thought.
That's. Mm-hmm.
Also, digital rolls again.
That's so messed up. He's a passive aggressive jerk.
Digital, you attempt to swim down. All it does is cause your ethereal being more agonizing pain. You burn, you scream, you take.
I feel so bad for Digital.
He was. You take 39 damage to every essence of your spirit, and you scream in agony.
Been there, done that.
Yes. Venvi, Remmi, what do you do from your position? Digital is just in actual pure torment.
I know, much like we all have been. I roll for more progress towards the walker.
You know what? You're walking, and something about the stiff leg like kicks you weird.
Uh-huh.
But it launches you perfectly to the walker, where you then land in the walker perfectly.
Yes!
And the
Finally.
walker apparently was not just a walker, it had some level of powers to it, so you now feel like you can just roll around, almost like you now suddenly have Heelys in your shoes.
Oh, yes! It's been
that
so
are
long.
motorized.
It's been so long since I've worn Heelys.
I'll take that into account when rolling for if you successfully move or stumble in them with your skill level.
I am old. So no matter what, it would have been a long time.
Digital, you're going to be screaming in agony for a while. I'm going to do that roll in a bit. Remmi, do you have any... Now that you are this new seemingly angelic daddy is somewhat guilt-tripping you. Also, Venvi, I'd like to point out, you're still mostly blind.
Oh, that's right. But a tad less, right? Because I'm not 85 anymore.
That's not much better when your baseline at your current age is bayou.
You talking about
as a bayou?
me, my real current age?
Yes, you as
My-
current existence.
My vision's not that bad. Things are blurry, but I can still see them. I can't really read well, but I can still see. In real life.
Okay.
Yeah, at
Remmi
75, I'm
is-
sure it'll be worse.
Gotcha. And Remmi is still crying over her daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
Even though
Mm.
she's
That's and then also we're having the roll for therapy session.
Wait, what? Were you telling
I
us
was
or your
implying
chat?
you were crying outside. I was implying you were crying IRL.
I didn't catch that at all.
Uh,
I don't know if it does
What
make me
do
look
now?
older. Do I look older with the angry face? Should I wear it or is it not really?
I'm tempted to put a mask on you.
Can if you want. Would we see it? Is it in VTube or just on your end?
I could slap a mask on you. Hold on. What would I have as a mask? I know exactly what I would be able to put on you as a mask. Furret, did you mean to send that to Remmi again? He's sending me the update. Hold on. Hold on. Where is he? Venvi is now GigaChad.
Ah! What the heck? That's not old. It's so young and masculine and full of life.
I don't know.
Wait,
Hold
does that
on.
regress
seen
his
this.
age? then?
No, Venvi, take. I can't do anything. Venvi, take the GigaChad off your face.
How do I throw it away again?
In the bottom right. All right. What was anyone planning on doing? I got busy trying to shove a face on your face.
I want to do a daddy-daughter activity.
A daddy-daughter. Sure thing, child. Just let me finish removing these vines from you. Yes, you must be in excruciating pain. It pains me to see a creature in such pain as this. Physical and mental anguish all the same. Tell me what you wish to do, and I will accommodate you to the best of my ability. Anything for you, my precious child.
I don't know any daddy-daughter activities because I never had a dad.
Hold on.
Oh,
So, you know what? Screw it.
going to the
Suddenly, a daddy-daughter dance building venue shows up.
Wow.
And Remmi looks down and finds that you are in the most gorgeous dress you've ever seen. Describe this dress. Describe your ideal dress to us.
Yo mama's dress.
There is only
DM.
one very specific thing that comes to my mind for that one, and I don't think it's what you want. It involves racism.
No.
No.
So I'm gonna say, Remmi, do you want to take a minute to look up reference images and then have Venvi do a turn?
Okay.
All right.
So look up reference images, and then Venvi's gonna do a turn.
I say, little oatmeals, Remy has gone to a better place. Do you not wish to join her?
That sounds like what you would say before pulling out a shotgun.
Do you not wish to join her? No, that's not. That's out of game. That's out of game.
Well, luckily Venvi doesn't have a shotgun.
Yes.
Roll for cannibalism.
Oh no, that's me. Well, luckily, I mean, no
That is
matter.
a general roll for cannibalism.
Okay.
I don't know what that is going to entail, but also thank you for super chatting to do that one.
Cannibalism.
So, okay, first off, the oatmeals look at you mildly confused, but mildly concerned about Remmi. Less concerned about Remmi now that you have said she's in a better place. But... Oh no.
Why did you say, oh no?
Suddenly the oatmeals look a little ravenous. A weird influence has come over them. And they look at each other.
No!
They look at each other. Specifically, the McDonald's one seems to have a glint in his eye. Just like there is potential in the broilers. And with the...
I wish to roll to summon a Hollow Knight enemy into the room. Strength based on roll.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ. Okay, then.
specific.
Thank you for the $5 to make that one happen. Okay, so we have the oatmeals getting cannibalistic and hungry at each other. You actually notice they seem to have suddenly lost a lot of weight. You can see their rib cages. They're growing ravenous. Looking at
Whoa.
each other, Venvi, their mouth watering. And now I have to do the roll for the friggin' Hollow Knight enemy. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna have you determine what this roll summons because you know Hollow Knight better than me far and away. Actually... What does 83% translate to on the power of a Hollow... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's 30. That's 33%. 33, not 83. What does that translate to on the Hollow Knight power scale as far as an enemy would go? And, Remmi as well. You feel something off about you, almost like you could go for some rabbit meat, but you're still fantasizing about the dress and your daddy-daughter dance. That's a back-of-the-mind thought at best, but you're slightly worried about the oatmeals for some reason.
Oh.
But you're primarily focused on this dress for your daddy-daughter dance.
Okay, I found one.
Okay.
Chat, do you know Infinity Nikki? She has very beautiful, like, fantasy dresses.
I have
And
some
mine
vague
is
idea.
purpley,
Purpley,
pretty mystical.
Infinity Nikki fantasy dress. Also, Ferret, can you send me an image of that enemy just so I can remember? Okay, so yes, you are wearing that dress that you just described, the beautiful flowy purple fantasy dress. Defying gravity in some places that wisp upward where it shouldn't, but it just adds to the beauty. And your new daddy is in the most gorgeous glowing suit you've ever seen. Describe your perfect suit as well as best you can.
I don't know what
Well-
guys wear.
Neither do I, but you know. Venvi, what do you wear?
We're wearing suits, bro. You and I are wearing suits right now. Just have like the purple one to match hers, but that look like
It's a
ours.
purple-
No,
actually-
purple.
A purple suit fully. It is glowing radiance. His flower crown that he was wearing is now also just purple flowers to match, assorted purple flowers.
Woo. Cute.
And you enter the
cute.
dance, and you two. He takes your arm, and you enter the dance floor. Okay. Also, I guess in
And
the
they
therapy room
bond.
with old man Venvi.
Mhm.
Hold on, I need to actually save this real quick. Hold on, we're saving that there. I need to get this image. This, Venvi is now dealing with.
I'm dealing with.
You are now dealing with.
Are you sure it didn't just appear and I just ignored it?
This is now in the room with you.
Are you putting it in VTube or Discord?
It's in VTube, yes.
Oh, little spider guys.
Yeah, this thing's now in the room with you. You're still a 75-year-old man. Doing that. Remmi is enjoying her dance. It is a dance floor. There's other phantoms of other fathers and daughters together. You know it's not fully real, but it is almost more special as it's just for you and your new father.
Aww.
Still surrounded by his ever-growing garden, ever glowing. But it has switched. It is no longer gorgeous, gorgeous day, but it is now clear night, full moon, not a cloud in the sky, no light pollution, every star
Whoa.
visible to you.
Sounds so
Every
pretty.
so often, you see a shooting star as well. So many of them, so beautiful. Such a beautiful night to spend time with a father.
You know, if you all lay down on a trampoline, you can see a shooting star.
Oh, Jesus
my
Christ, we're getting
God.
raided! Oh, God! It's the horns of war!
Oh my
Oh, Jesus
goodness.
Christ!
That's awesome.
Thank you for the raid! Oh, God, hold on. Now, sorry, I gotta roll for the army that marches on therapy.
Dun, dun, dun. Maybe they can fight the spider for me.
Holy shit.
Is it a good army?
So, the the Chibi army marches in full force.
Yay!
Every Chibi you've ever seen, and straight up goon away. Who the hell are you gooning to? Sorry.
Cool.
Oh my God, they are there for their own. They are there for their own purposes, but they seem to see that spider, and they actually befriend the spider. The spider joins them.
Oh. Yay.
So he is now a friend, and actually Chibi's immediately started a breeding program to get more into their numbers. This is actually just growing and benefiting them.
So I
Um,
assume the spider's asexual then.
The spider is no longer a problem, and
Not what I
I'll
said,
say
but that's
Chibi
fine.
have egg fermenting technology. Fermenting?
Mm,
Fertilizing, fermenting. They have egg fertilizing technology. They also see you. They see your sad excuse of a leg. They chop your bad leg back off and put a badass robo leg on you, and it works 10 times better.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Thank you, Chibis. Thank you,
They
Chibis. Friggin' I need to look at. I can't see my dice from here. You're almost as blind
They
as
also
me.
splash you with a weird chemical, and you feel your age start regressing back down and down and down and down, and suddenly you're a 25-year-old. You're nice
Wow.
and spry.
I'm younger than I've ever been.
If you've never been. Ah, yes. Yes, I see. Venvi is now a very, very baby. Very, very baby. If someone in therapy wishes to call the YouTube is sadly the more engaged side of this whole thing. If you want to attempt to engage with this, why are we eefing? Remmi is still enjoying it, although you do, because the dimensions are still kind of intertwined, you do feel a weird rumbling of the army's march. And you also feel a weird thing about spider egg fertilization, and
She notices that?
You sense a lot of weirdness to the point where your new daddy is even like, what a strange thing that's happened. And then you both go back on dancing. You begin to break down and burst out in happy tears, and just plunge your face into his chest because you never actually truly had the love of a father. Oh, Venvi, your eyesight is also better. You never truly had the love of a father until now, but now he fully embraces you.
Oh my gosh, this is truly therapy, chat.
What the frick? We 180'd so hard, so fast. Everything's perfect now.
It's amazing what a few high and low rolls will do. It's amazing what the power of the dice had. Oh, my child. I
What
wish only
about
to heal
digital?
everyone as well as I've healed you. Digital.
Digital.
Remmi, why did you Why did you bring Digital into this? You brought Digital into this just to torture him.
No,
Well,
he
she
gets
had
to
no-
pat me.
She had no intention
He
of torturing him,
gets
let's
to
be
pat me.
honest.
So you brought him in strictly for your own comforting head pats, for your own benefit, and then left him to rot in a Hellfire McDonald's grease pit.
Look, she and he and I, for that matter, were just thrust into our situations, right? She didn't wish that upon him.
Look, he still gives
You
me
best.
all the pets, even though he's in hell.
Hold on. Somehow Digital manages to manifest all his consciousness into a hand and
Oh,
leave the rest of his spirit form behind. Digital is now permanently just a hand that exists to pat Remy's head. He rolled a
nice.
nat 20. He is no longer in agony, but he
Yay!
is now just perpetually a hand that
He's-
pets Remy.
He's that hand from, what's it called? What's the old show?
Friggin' the Thing.
That one,
Thing,
that one.
is it?
The
Yeah,
Thing.
Thing from the Addams Family.
That one.
Yeah.
Funny therapy.
Rolling for violin therapy.
Ooh, that sounds
Hold
nice.
on.
Violins sound good. Yeah?
You realize you confused a violin for an electric guitar, and it does nothing but make a horrid shrieking noise as you drag the bow across it.
Wait, who's doing that?
Furret did rolling for violin therapy, so a violin just shows up,
Hmm.
but it's actually an electric guitar, and it makes a horrific Godzilla roar screech. In the therapy room, Venvi, your youthful ears are now damaged. Your body is that of a 25-year-old, but your ears are back to 40.
Ah, my hearing. Well, that sucks, but
Your
I've
hearing
been
is gone.
through
Your
worse.
vision is actually, and you're very disoriented from the horrid blast that was just delivered upon to you by the ethereal electric guitar incident.
oh god. Oh, I feel it.
So Venvi is now. Oh, hold on, I
Wanna.
I would like to say the oatmeals are still fighting cannibalistic urges, although the McDonald's one is sharpening knives.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
The McDonald's one is sharpening knives, and the Lopunny one is putting on her yoga pants for Mega Evolution.
Mega evolution. What's the default one doing?
The default one is just getting very ravenous, sharp teeth, and all that. Also, Remy, you were in the middle of saying something before that.
after feeling these feelings about my oatmeals and having a good old time with Dad, I will mention to him that I think I need to go back for my children, and I don't want to abandon them, and they're in trouble.
It does break my heart to see you go, child, especially after, well, I've seen how you felt on this, but I understand. I cannot leave this garden, but I can make it so you may. A single tear rolls down his face as he embraces you one last time, and this time, instead of your father abandoning you without a second glance, this one cries at the thought of you leaving.
Oh,
Holds you almost too tight on the way out, but eventually releases you and says, "Go. Be better than the others. I hope to see you again." And you walk, and as you walk, his garden forms an archway around you, and as you walk through it, you're back in the therapy room, and you just turn back once more to see the final tear roll down his face as he waves you goodbye, as the box turns back into nothing but a therapy wall box. You still got a beautiful dress, by the way.
well, I will lock in now and try to help stop the cannibalistic urges of my children.
You also, you now see that Venvi is, I would like to point out, there is a chibi army and a spider breeding program going on as well.
All
Venvi
in
is
this one
25 years
room.
old. There's a floating guitar with a violin bow across it. Venvi's got a very badass robo leg now.
Mm-hmm.
And now Remmi
Play?
wants to calm her children. They look at you, they seemingly recognize you a little bit, but they think you smell different. They're not used to you smelling like a father figure has cared about you recently. So they don't pay you much mind. They don't pay you much mind, and the McDonald's one looks like it's getting ready to pounce on specifically Lopunny because the default one does not appear to be much of a threat.
A threat? I thought this was cannibalism. I didn't think it was a power grab.
Yeah, you still gotta kill the ones that are a threat first.
I would like to roll to assist Remmi in her wrangling of the oatmeals to prevent them from cannibalizing each other. Now that I'm young and spry and have a robotic leg.
With your newfound robo leg and young body, Venvi, you almost overexert yourself because you don't know your own strength now. You go, you wrangle up the default one and Lopunny one and grab them to a corner. They do start kind of lashing out at each other in your arms, but because they are strictly focused on cannibalism, they ignore you. And the McDonald's one is now chasing after you as you run in circles around.
Whee!
But you have everyone is technically safe for the moment as we await
As we await?
As we await a further action, I guess. The Chibi army is kind of disinterested. They're just taking bets on what's going to happen. They're breeding spiders and seeing what's going to happen.
That's the life.
And Venvi, you are still just kind of stuck in perpetual run. Hold on, I'm going to roll for how much stamina you have for how long you can keep that up. Okay. You got a bit of the wind knocked out of you by the blast of the shrieking guitar.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have most of your stamina, a little over half.
Ooh.
But so you can go for a while.
Okay.
But not forever. You do have a limit. And Remmi, you are kind of just there taking in the sight still, maybe a little still thinking about the missing of your father. And the both of you actually notice the cubicle is completely gone now. It's just gone as if it had never existed.
I will order 400 nuggies McDelivery.
I would like to remind you the only phone that existed was a rotary phone on the ceiling. But we'll see about this. You reach into your dress pocket to pull out your cell phone, and then remember, this dress doesn't have pockets, and you don't have a cell phone in this therapy office.
Oh.
I will say, would you like to attempt to jump and use the rotary phone?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
What?
You jump a little bit too hard, hit your head on the ceiling, and then fall on your back on the ground. The dress is still untouched, though. That is still a very fine dress. And,
what was your plan, Remmi? Were you gonna input all the phone numbers in that instant you were in the air? Rotary phones take a long time.
With the little
Remmi must be very weak to head hitting on walls and ceiling.
Oh no.
Because that's another 4 on the D4 for bonk damage.
Wow. I say, Remmi, help me with your babies!
Venvi says as he's still running in circles. Hold on. She only hears the word babies because you're running around and she's disoriented.
Babies!
Babies! Your babies!
While they're
The
running
poetry.
around, I'll snatch McDonald's oatmeals walkie-talkie
What
to
the
McDonald's.
frick? Was that ever established? Alright, I guess they have that.
It's in the outfit, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep, it's in the
gotcha.
outfit. And I'm also gonna say, I love how Remmi is not actually focused on stopping the cannibalism. She's focused on the nugget.
Yeah. She has her priorities in order.
I know. I think I get what she's going for.
Nuggies.
Because this bunny is chasing after Venvi, you do manage to grab the radio, but the little signal dialer gets ripped off, so you have to really struggle to tune it to the frequency you'd need.
I'll do my best to order 500 nuggies.
You get nothing but static and a little bit shocked by a spark that comes from the removed knob.
No.
Take 4 more damage. Jesus Christ, the D4 hates you.
Everything is equally as damaging to Remmi in this world.
Except
Taking
for
so much pain.
except for the chains, which were ironically less damaging than getting bonked.
That's true.
Remmi is just very weak. Remmi is resistant to chain damage, but very weak to just bonk on the head.
I ask Digital, the ethereal hand, to help me with the rabbits.
Digital looks.
He
as though-
looks.
well, as much as an expression as a hand can give. Digital looks as though he would like to help, but his existence is very conditional on the fact that he does not leave Remmi's head, and he eternally headpats.
Ah, I see.
So you are stuck still running around. You are running out of stamina. You still have a good amount, but it is running low. The Chibi army is still taking bets on what's gonna end, how this is gonna end. Sorry, I just read something that was funny to me and me only.
I attempt to switch to auxiliary motorized wheelie power.
You do still have the Heelys.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what I meant, the
you
Heelys.
don't-
Sorry, not wheelies, the Heelys.
Oh, when you're doing really well. It seems you can do that, but it's less quick than you're running. You're
Hmm.
still able to keep pace with the rabbit, rabbit, but you do notice that it seems as though its power was tied to the walker a little bit, which you no longer have.
Ah,
So you're just motorized healing around, and their batteries are very close to dead. They kind of relied on the walker a little bit, it seemed.
okay. I will regain as much stamina as I can while this is happening. At some point, if no one helps me, I'm just gonna toss one of these into the army of chibis.
And they'll eat like.
What?
Out of
They can
nowhere, a
grab their
bottle
hands
of.
on.
Say that again, Remmi?
They might eat anything they can get their hands on.
No, they're
strictly
cannibalistic.
cannibalistic right now. That's why the two aren't trying to eat Venvi. They're strictly cannibalist.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the chibis are not bunnies.
Venvi, out of nowhere, a bottle of Gatorade spawns and force feeds you.
Ew.
You are now rejuvenated with electrolytes.
Woo! I feel awesome.
What happened to the McDonald's? It's in hell still. Or there's still a McDonald's around, and that's the end goal of the McDonald's.
Oh, there's a kitchen.
oatmeal.
There's a kitchen.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
McDonald's oatmeal still has it as their end goal to get the other two in there.
I'll start cooking up nuggies and have the aroma get to the oatmeals instead of each other.
Nuggies are pretty irresistible.
Turns out when Digital made this kitchen,
Mm.
he only had enough nuggy material to make a single 10-piece nuggy meal. So that's all you can make for now. You get to work on making
Only a
it.
10-piece.
Only a 10-piece nuggy. Is that enough to satiate cannibalistic? But I will remind you, there was a mini fridge I mentioned earlier. Maybe that has more in it.
Open
The
the
mini
fridge.
fridge with a strange presence in it.
Well, well, well.
Remmi, what are you about to unleash?
What?
Remmi opens the mini fridge, and inside is, well, you can't really tell what exactly it is. It's just, it seems like a chicken in there. But then it moves, and its one wing extends to you. And it's holding a bag of nuggies that need to be
Oh.
cooked.
Need to be
Oh.
cooked.
My gosh, it's a bag of 500 nuggies.
Not quite 500, it is 100. Don't ask how
That's
this one
a lot.
chicken with googly eyes managed to do that, but
Googly eyes.
this one,
We'll
it
take
does that. And as you take the bag and leave, it grabs the mini fridge door and slams it shut again.
Wow. That turned out a lot better than I was expecting.
You now have 100 nuggies.
110.
Throw that shit in the
100.
fryer.
Throw that in the fire? Alright.
Oh no.
You throw them in the fryer. You throw them in the fryer, they boil in the nice fryer. They're nice, crisp. Most of them are. You throw them in a little unevenly. A couple of them aren't perfect, but most of them are just mwah.
Mm-mm.
Are the oatmeals interested?
The two in Venvi's arms seem to calm down, but the McDonald's one, which has been the biggest problems thus far, seems to almost have PTSD from the smell of freshly made nuggies, almost as if it's remembering its time as a minimum wage worker under an abusive manager.
Oh god.
The two in Venvi's arms calm down and don't look to have a cannibalistic look in their eye, and they in fact seem to be leaping towards the smell of the nuggies, or at least trying to. Venvi's still holding them. But the McDonald's one is even more ravenous.
I would like to summon Digital back to talk to McDonald's oatmeal about their shared trauma of abusive managers.
Suddenly, you don't feel a hand on your head anymore, and Digital's presence is completely gone.
Oh?
No!
In fact, actually, where Digital's hand was, there's now a bald spot, almost as if he got pulled out of this reality and was clawing onto anything to stay in it.
Oh my
But
god.
he took a piece of your hair. Somehow it was painless. Don't ask how that works. But he took a chunk of your hair, and you now have a bald spot. There is no Digital. Who's Digital? I'm confused. What's a Digital?
Digital world.
And you still have the hold on, let me just roll for The McDonald's oatmeal lunges at Venvi with the newfound ravenousness, and luckily misses and kind of goes past, misses the lunge. But it is getting more and more feisty, more and more desperate, more and more hungry.
I'm trying my bestest.
I would like to attempt to release the oatmeals I'm holding, quickly turn around after the other one fell, and grab that one instead and try to restrain it. The McDonald's
That's a lot you're
oatmeal.
trying to do right there.
Yeah. What happened? I was feeling Gatorade or something, and it fell, so I'm taking this opportunity.
You got infused with electrolyte. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I'm feeling good.
I need to. There's one die missing. I'm noticing. Hold on.
Die! I also have my cool robot leg.
Yes, you do. Oh. I also noticed there was a bit of my hair over by the camera. I'm not sure if it got into the. What the hell? Oh.
Over by the camera. What was my hair doing over there?
Hold on. There we go. I'm just in the camera, so it's just the black background. Ugh. So, Venvi, you hurl the two oatmeals that you were carrying at the McDonald's kitchen and pounce on top of and pin down and restrain the crazed McDonald's one. The other two
Yes.
are now eyeing up at the fryer, but they're not McDonald's trained. They don't actually know what to do with the grease fryer, so they're just like, they're looking at Mama in the beautiful dress, A, complimenting your dress, and B, trying to, figure out what to do with the grease fryers.
Yum yum. I will take the nuggies out the fryer and put it on a tray and say, wait just a minute for it to cool down.
You successfully take it out and put it on the tray. The default one is a little bit too hungry and doesn't heed your warning, gets a little bit of a burnt mouth, but it's nothing super serious. They're just a little bit hungry and very impatient. But everything is good. The Lopunny one is being patient, and Venvi is still restraining the oatmeal. You notice a bit of a disgruntled dissenting amongst the chibis, though, because you can tell some of them are losing their bets on how it was meant to go.
Beautiful.
So Venvi is currently having that one pinned down.
I say, Remmi, help me, gosh darn it!
Oatmeal is being... Speak again?
Help me, Remmi, help me!
I will.
As you attempt to call out, you just say, you get help me out, but you get your face kicked in. You don't lose grip,
Kicked
but
in.
your mouth, it gets kicked so you can't finish what you're saying. You don't lose grip
Uh-huh.
on restraining
Help me.
this
Oh.
little oatmeal,
Mhm.
but you are not able to get your full help. You get help me out, and that is it.
I will take a few nuggies and feed the lot meal and McDonald meal and try to give some to default.
Okay, so
What?
you are successfully feeding the 2 children who have calmed down. It is
Yay.
going very well. They're very obedient. They seem very tame now. The chicken seems to be satisfying their once cannibalistic urges.
Nice.
And Venvi is still struggling with McDonald meal.
Yep. I still would
Ooh.
very much like help with McMeal.
This oatmeal gets one little kick with its hind legs off at you. It doesn't get you too much. It doesn't even get through your still piss-covered clothes because the chibi never got you new clothes after
That's
that.
right.
You're still just. It's probably like sweaty and gray. It barely gets through that. So like you get a light scratch on your abdomen, but your 25-year-old abs that are definitely rock solid in the prime of your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Remmi is just having a friggin' McDonald's nugget party. Meanwhile, Venvi is like, I'm restraining your child! Help me, woman!
It doesn't want the nuggies. I don't know what to do.
I can't hold it forever. Can you discipline your child or something?
As you say that, Venvi, you notice your grip loosening and the oatmeal is starting to wiggle. You can't hold on much longer. You only have so much grip left.
I will tell the oatmeal that they lose speaking privileges next stream if they don't stop and eat some nuggies.
You see a bit of a look in the eye of McDonald's meal, almost as if it's partially getting through to them, that they do like having a voice box, but the hunger is still so much. They still desire nothing but the rabbit meat. But it does allow Venvi to get a slightly better grip on them. Venvi is still getting tired, though. Venvi
Okay.
is once again re-sweating his clothes. This is like the 13th layer of sweat. Venvi is
I know.
hot, steamy, and sweaty right now.
It's disgusting.
I will go hunt a rabbit that is not my oatmeals.
Mm-hmm.
You look around and realize you still never found an easy way out. And somehow the hole that the oatmeals got in is now sealed.
Darn
You
it.
try the door, it doesn't open proper. It doesn't even feel locked, it just refuses to open. And the windows are slightly out of reach. What do you do from that position?
I say, Remy, you might have to sacrifice one of your ears and cook it up for your McMeal.
Oh
The
my
cover.
god.
I ask her to consider this course of action.
Wait, but how did the lot meal get out of the room?
Through the hole that they came in, but that has mysteriously sealed up since then. In the interim of hell traveling, that got sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Remmi hears you loud and clear, Venvi.
Oh, that she heard.
But,
Mhm.
what does Remmi decide to take action on now? I will remind you, literally anything from your position. I will decide how hard it is or the likelihood of it succeeding.
Surviving.
But,
Mhm.
well, that's also another thing here. We got a few oatmeals that might not.
Oh.
A freaking bunch of bunnies burst through the window.
Now that's the spirit. Remmi does a magical bunny whistle in an attempt to call more of her kin.
Wow.
And while it's not the largest horde, a family of rabbits does come through. A mother, a father, and 15 freshly born babies. Remmi has successfully called this family in. And the ravenous oatmeal sees the new easy targets and gets a newfound burst of energy.
Oh god.
Which
There you go. Let him at him.
I'm just gonna say at current strain levels, Venvi just tires out, and this Lopun, the McDonald's oatmeal, rushes out and starts with the young.
Start with the weakest.
Eats the children. The parents and the remaining siblings attempt to leave, wondering why you would call them in just to die, Remmi. Why? You are one of them in a spirited sense. Why have you called them to die, Remmi? Why? Why have you called them to die? Only 3 of the children manage to escape with the parents.
Oh wow.
But McDonald's oatmeal is satisfied and no longer cannibal crazed.
It hit
Venvi
12 babies.
Venvi is currently on the ground again. Somehow you keep ending up here, but it's not from oldness this time. It is strictly because you have exhausted yourself.
Yay!
I will say most of the nuggies are gone. There's about 20 of them left.
Wow.
And the cannibalistic McDonald's oatmeal has fully consumed, bones and all, 12 of the children.
Jesus. Where'd they put it all?
Inside of them.
It's just super dense or super heavy. Nope.
Gave off the same vibe as SpongeBob's house yelling at him for not doing his homework. I guess that was me with the bunny family. So now, Venvi is a 25-year-old body with 40-year-old ears, thanks to the guitar that is still just floating in the air. The Chibi army is still present. Some of them have dispersed now that the action is gone. They have taken the spider breeding program with them.
They left. I wonder who got paid out.
Some of them. There's still a few Chibis left if you want to converse with them. Like I said, the box of pleasure and pain, as I'm going to call it now, is gone from the middle of the room.
Thank God.
The 13 Sonic figures are still there. The Shadow fursuit is obviously not.
Right.
I
try to recover my stamina on the ground.
Oh, hold on, I like messed up the die. Hold on, yeah. In an attempt to recover your stamina, you fully pass out. You are now taking a nap on the hardwood floor.
The comfy hardwood floor.
Actually, you're gonna walk up with back pain again.
Great.
This time you're a 25-year-old back pain. And Remmi is still wearing the dress and still feeling loved by her new father.
Yes, I would say this is a successful therapy session.
Actually, Remmi, you 1 second. You actually feel around the dress and you notice there's a pocket you hadn't noticed before. And inside is a little Polaroid of a moment from the dance where he was fully embracing you, crying.
Oh.
And it says on the back, "Now apart, but forever remembered."
Good
and
ending.
a little heart. Little
I will
heart at
hold
the end
it
of it.
close to my heart. Very happy.
You do hold it tightly, but it almost makes you a little sad remembering him because you know it will be so unlikely to ever see him again. But you at least know you were cared for a brief moment.
For a
A
brief
father
moment.
loved you. A father was willing to love you.
Sounds like a good
Bendy,
ending
do
to
you
me.
feel like your problems have been lifted?
Well, I'm knocked out right now, but I think when I wake up, I'll feel refreshed, renewed, and reinvigorated. So yes. Problems. I'll come out of this younger than I entered, if so. I may be missing a leg, but.
Venvi, you actually get flashbacks to your shadow nightmares.
While I'm sleeping,
Oh, no.
I have more
Yep.
shadow nightmares.
You wake up. You don't get new ones. They're the same ones, but you get flashbacks to them. You
man.
You shoot up, sweating again. More piss.
I'm so hydrated in here. I have so much to spare.
Remember, you chugged a Gatorade.
That's true. That's true.
So more piss, more sweat. It's not as bad as the first time,
Mhm.
but
Have a little
you
bit more
are
bodily control.
There's and for some reason, one of the chibis is lapping up the piss. That one's a weirdo.
All right.
Whoa.
I get up and walk away.
You successfully get up, walk away, and forget that chibi happened.
Yeah, I luck it out of my mind.
All the remaining chibis vacate the room, and now it is almost exactly as it has started.
Can I
Except for Remy is a little bit more bald.
Can I try to follow them out of the room so as to find a way out of the godforsaken room? Maybe not leave, but follow them to where they are exiting from.
You take note that they are climbing out one of the windows, and as the last one leaves, the window shuts back behind them. The window is about 7 feet up.
What? The chibis climbed out of that 7 foot tall
They
window?
they ladder on themselves and then help each other up.
Aw, that's so cute. Okay. Out of game thing here, but does this room actually look like the background picture with all the books or not? That's
No,
just
it is an ever-changing. That is just the freaking Library of Ruina floor of freaking.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just the most therapy room esque. Like it's same color, same vibes, but not exactly. Like mini fridge, there's a fish tank that no one has interacted with.
Mhm.
I threw that one in there just on a whim to give you something. The windows are 7 feet up. The door, like I said, Remy. Which one of you tried it? One of you tried it. It didn't feel locked. It just didn't
Both
open,
Remy.
which is a weird sensation.
I'm gonna try to move the mini fridge over to see if I can stand on it and reach the windowsill.
Put the comparison of the first and current image in the ongoing stream chatter.
Okay, first off, Venvi, you attempt to move the mini fridge.
Mm-hmm.
It slides, and then you realize like the cord that is supposed to be plugged into starts yanking, and you're like, oh. And as you let go of the mini fridge, you hear angry, and the angry chicken inside slams the door open, crawls out, and begins to mutate in a weird hulking manner. Flesh mass
Oh,
grabs
dang.
you and throws you against the wall. Healing. You take 7 damage. Remember, damage is very thing. And also, for a comparison, hold on 1 second. I need to see what that does. And for a brief moment, both of you have flashbacks to how simple everything started. Waking up in your beds, which are still in that room. Nothing but each other in the therapy room. Nothing there. No hell dimensions. No digital. Digital didn't exist. I guess that hasn't changed. He still doesn't exist now. Remy had a full head of hair instead of the bald spot.
Well, there was a daddy in here that neither of us saw enter.
Oh yeah, the bad daddy. Such a bad daddy.
I thought the handsome one came first, no? Wasn't the Walmart
he
one
did,
later?
but remember, he's the one who raised Remy's hopes just to smash him down. Walmart Daddy is just in hell Walmart now. He's just gone.
Yeah.
He just f***ed off.
Hmm.
And now there's a gigantic mutated chicken in the room.
I ask him if he'll help me up to the windowsill. I say, excuse me, Mr. Chicken, will you help me up to the window, please?
It grabs you by your robotic ankle, drags you close to one of his eyes, inspects you thoroughly,
Does he like what he sees?
and then proceeds to slam you into the window.
Wow. Do I go through it or do I just slide down?
You take 6 more damage, your face ends up pressed against it,
Ooh.
and
Mhm.
you do go partially through. You are dangling on the outside of the window by your toes, and on the other side is another therapy office?
Wait, so it's just like a door to another therapy office, but a window instead?
Not quite the same. This one has a decorative rug on the ground, but it is very similar to yours. It also has a window across the side. It has its own mini fridge. Remmi is now stuck with the giant chicken, but that one, it likes her a little bit more because of the previous interaction.
Right, the
Also,
nuggies.
yeah, Vigil. Venvi still does not have glasses, but he's 25, so he has better vision.
We will follow Benvi, me and my oatmeals.
Yeah, you... Oh, wait, I didn't roll that on camera. Hold on. It was an 11, trust me.
Trust the system.
You are all bunnies, therefore you can just hop through the window that was opened by Venvi's face.
My face.
Though the chicken looks at you almost longingly as if its only friend is leaving.
You can come with us, chicken.
The chicken is too big to fit through this window. Wait, actually, you know what? We're rolling for this.
Roll. Autobots. Roll.
That is the second 99 I've rolled on these percentage.
Wow. That's amazing.
That means
So-
the chicken's coming.
You all the oatmeals and the Remmi hop through, and the chicken kind of de-hulks and becomes once again just like the, like not a live chicken, but a feathered chicken, like one that would be about to be cooked, but with the googly eyes, just follows you through and now resides on your head, covering your bald spot.
Aww.
It's keeping your bald spot warm.
Ew. With
It's a
its
little bit
flesh.
slimy, and it's a little bit slimy, but at the same time, it's endearing in a slimy way. Venvi is in pain. Venvi is in pain. On
Wait,
the
oh
other
my gosh,
side.
does this chicken spawn nuggets like eggs?
That lay golden
hold on, wait.
nuggies.
Do I can get I can get this chicken real quick. Hold on.
Analytics report.
Hold on. We're just gonna get in. We're just gonna get this. Give me a minute. Need to save this chicken for you real quick. Hold on. This one. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Save as that. No. Hold on. Wait. Which one is best?
Chicky, chick,
This one?
chicken.
There we go. Save image as. Nope. Save as PNG because stupid WebP files.
Web P.
Well, check in. How's everyone enjoying this so far?
He's fun.
How's the chaos going? Sorry, we went to hell. It's amazing how the
Tables turn.
it is quite amazing how that is just because of the dice rolls. All right. So Remmi now has
Chicken head.
that on your head.
That's the chicken, huh?
There's your lovely chicken. There's your friendly
Ooh.
bongy.
Wow. Looks like it's got a
Oh.
brain inside.
This chicken was always meant to be bongy. So that is now your friend. This bongy is giving Venvi weird side eyes though because of their interaction. Doesn't like that you tried to move the mini fridge.
Valid.
Now, what do you do in this room that, aside from the new rug on the ground, is identical to the previous room?
I asked Remmi if she'll check what's outside the next window
Okay, let's smash the next window.
with her bunny powers.
Hold on. Venvi, you attempt to speak,
Mm-hmm.
and the moment your mouth opens to put words out, the chicken spits in your mouth, shoots it right into your throat, and you are unable to speak.
Wow.
You're bent over coughing for the next while. Also, God, how do we recap? For anyone just getting in, how the hell do we recap everything that has happened? I'm gonna try and sum up everything that's happened. We start off, Venvi went through rapid aging, de-aging, ended up in an old man, had a weird night of nightmare passion with Shadow the Hedgehog. Remmi got taken by a Cenobite before rekindling and feeling loved by a father for the first time in her life and having lovable sentimental memories. Digital got summoned here and ended up in the Hellfire McDonald's deep fryer for all eternity before reincarnating as a hand that was eternally destined to pet Remmi on the head before evaporating from all existence, finally taking some of Remmi's hair with it. Remmi's children became cannibalistic, and we had to quell that one, which took a long while. Venvi became 25 years old, had his ears blasted to 40 by a violin bow over a guitars. Remmi has an amazing, gorgeous dress on right now for the father-daughter dance she went to. The Chibi army marched on us. There was a spider breeding program. We eventually calmed 2 of the cannibalistic children with many nuggies from this chicken that was in the mini fridge. But the McDonald's one was traumatized by McDonald's nuggies, so it got more ravenous. Remmi summoned a family that the McDonald's one then got cannibalistic over. The children of 12 children became satisfied. Venvi upset the chicken. It grew, it hulked, it slammed him through the window, and he took some damage, but they're all through. Remmi is now friends with this chicken, and we are in therapy room number 2.
Thank you, Lincoln. I'm glad you noticed.
Noticed what? I was busy trying to rap god my way through a description.
I was just mouthing what you were saying, so I was pretending that it was coming out of my mouth.
I thought you muted, and we're talking to chat. Like, get a load of this guy. Hold on, I don't have your chat is the one I don't have open. Hold on, is YouTube muted? No, there we go. Okay, here we go. Your chat is the one I need to. One second, pop out the chat here. Get that there. Your chat was the one I don't have open.
Why does it say FNAF 4? Darn it!
Wait, did you forget to change your game title?
No, I didn't change the game title. I probably just changed the game classification or whatever that is.
Or yeah, because it's in the I know. I think I knows. Ah.
Whoops, my bad.
Also, Furret, oh god, Furret keeps trying to. Hey, Remmi, how have the Furret drawings been helping?
They are very useful, yes.
I love how he keeps including the fish tank that no one cares about. I just included it to give you something to go for. So, okay, where were we? Venvi cannot talk. Remmi did not hear anything he was trying to say because he cannot talk. Slightly weirder than ever.
Bendy, did you ever think we're stuck in this therapy room because you never got therapy?
Venvi is still very choky. Yeah, Remmi speaks perfectly normally, but Venvi, I'm going to say, is still choking. The bongie is laughing at Venvi's choking. The oatmeals are looking at Venvi with concern. One of them is giving him water.
Oh, how sweet.
A to try and help him get his throat back to good, and B to help him rehydrate after getting covered in sweat and piss.
God dang
multiple times.
I'm gonna be sweating and peeing all day.
Actually, default oatmeal. Hold on.
Default meal.
Regular oatmeal actually grabbed a rag from somewhere. You don't actually know where. Don't question it. And is wetting it from water from the fish tank to try and wipe you off. So you are now being cleaned by an oatmeal.
That's nice.
While you are choking. And Remmi is still staring at you choking with Bongie on her head. The Bongie is still laughing at you.
All right. Well, I'm choking. There's not much else for me to do.
Let's do the Heimlich maneuver.
So I rolled for, well, I'm choking, and I rolled a nat 20. So Venvi, you successfully choke yourself blue in the face and pass out.
All right, I'm knocked out for the 3rd time today.
Venvi is again unconscious. Remmi, I'm just gonna defer to you for a little bit, Remmi.
Well,
what do you and Bongie want to do with Venvi's unconsciousness?
Let's check out if there's a way out of here. Investigate.
Investigation roll. Suddenly, as you begin your investigation, all light sources go away and you're in pitch blackness.
Oh, wonderful.
You're all in pitch blackness. Bongie kind of quivers in fear on your head, kind of snuggling down onto your head.
I'll give the chicken a pat for comfort.
Bongie is comforted. It's a very good pat. It's a decent pat.
Yay!
You have comforted the Bongie.
Do bunnies have night vision? I don't know.
Hold on. I know rabbits. They're very. It
Roll for rabbit night vision.
was Rabbit night vision minus AI. Rabbits cannot see in complete darkness. They have excellent night vision in dim environments. I did say pitch black.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I will, if you roll high enough, I'll say you are super bunny. You did get super juiced at the beginning. Remember, your paralysis did give you some super juice that we can still come from. Nah. Oh, actually. You can see faint outlines here and there, but nothing to do anything beyond, like, you won't trip over anything is the most.
I'll trip over a conveniently placed flashlight.
Conveniently placed.
You do trip over a flashlight that now exists. However, in your stumbling, Bongi is no longer on your head. Can you remove Bongi from your head? I don't have control over that anymore. Bongi is still there, but not on your head anymore.
Bongi, are you okay, Bongi?
And you don't actually know where the flashlight is because you kicked it somewhere and it is still turned off. But it exists! Venvi, do you want to roll for any dream stuff? Or are you, you have a great track record with dreams.
I do want to dream. I just don't know about what.
Roll for dream. Okay.
Roll for dream.
It is once again about Shadow, but this time he's apologetic for everything he's done to you.
Wow.
It's nothing too extraordinary, but it is just, a hedgehog with Keanu Reeves' voice being profusely apologetic to you.
Keanu Reeves is apologizing to me? Wow.
Yes, for all the pain he has caused you.
I can't believe it.
You have a smile on your face as you sleep. Remmi, you hear happy noises coming from Venvi's general direction.
I will search for the flashlight or Bongi or Venvi.
Okay, we got a few rolls to do here.
What are your children doing right now?
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6. If you roll a 1, 3, or a 5, you will find something. 1, you find the flashlight. 3, you find Venvi. 5, you find Bongi.
Okay.
Well, you rolled a 6, so you don't find anything. But
At least.
Bongi, hold on.
What about?
You hear Bongi making weird noises and going around. But
I'll
Bongi is
go-
kind of just going around in a panic.
Towards the noises.
Go towards the noise. You do. Ignore that.
There's that.
You do successfully find Bongi. Bongi is very panicky, but you do find them.
I'll ask Bongi if they found the flashlight.
One second. You are now carrying Bongi. Bongi is no longer on your head, but you're not carrying Bongi. And Bongi is making gobble gobble noises and leads you to a corner of the room, and you can tell they know something's in this quadrant of the room, but you don't know exactly where in the quadrant. But you have a much smaller area to look through now.
Okay, I will look around.
You do kick the flashlight against the wall, but this time you don't kick it so far that you can't find it. You grab it, you turn it on, and it works. It is adequate. It's not the brightest flashlight ever, but it is enough to light up most of the room at once. It has the beam, and then off of reflections, it can light up a good chunk of the room decently, so that you won't trip over anything. You may now see proper.
Okay. Now let's search for Venvi.
You see Venvi passed out, literally dead center of the room somehow. He is still sleeping. He's still making... He's crying a little bit, and you hear him say, "Oh, Shadow, thank you, Shadow." Like, longingly saying Shadow the Hedgehog's name. In the middle of the room.
I'll poke him and try to wake him up.
You poke him, he stirs like he is waking, but he'll need a little bit more to wake.
Get him, Bongi!
I would like to remind you, we're rolling for this. Bongi doesn't like Venvi.
Nothing could go wrong.
Bongi quickly jumps out of your arm onto Venvi's chest. That alone wakes Venvi up. He then sees Bongi on his chest, and Bongi uses the wings to just go like for a while on Venvi's face.
Oh, Buggy, stop!
I'll pick Bongi back up.
Venvi takes 4 damage from Bongi slap slap.
Double slap.
It was more than double. You heard the rapids. Venvi is awake, red in the face. The oatmeal that was cleaning him actually was cleaning him in his sleep even. So
Wow.
Venvi is actually surprisingly clean right now.
Yay!
This is the cleanest you've been since since that first nightmare.
I've never felt so clean.
You're still wearing dirty clothes, so actually, no. I'll take that back. Hold on, I'm rolling for this.
Take it all back.
In your sleep, and it was in pitch blackness, so it was complete decency. The bunnies did not see anything disrespectful. They did change your clothes.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, it was in pitch
Yay.
blackness. They didn't look upon you in any weird way.
Mhm.
They simply stripped you, found some new clothes somewhere. Don't ask where. The oatmeal has mysterious ways, and redressed you.
I look at my new clothes. What do I see?
Does Oatmeal have good fashion sense? We'll see.
It is still a suit for the most part, but the
Oh, my
undershirt isn't an undershirt. I guess they worked with what they had, where they, for some reason, gave you a swimsuit, a women's swimsuit top and bikini for your
Ooh.
undergarments.
Ooh!
You don't
La la.
see the bikini bottom, but you definitely feel an uncomfortable.
Bikini one.
You feel an uncomfortable parting in your undercarriage,
Oh. Alright. I'll deal with it.
and it is a lovely decorative top, though, very frilly,
Yay!
and peeking slightly through your suit where the parting V is.
Frills. Alright.
Remmi, you also see this, and Remmi, you still have the gorgeous dress on.
Slay.
So fashionable.
Now you are still in the dark room. You have the flashlight. You have your Bongi. Bongi is within Remmi's arms. Still not trusting of Venvi. The oatmeals are there. Funny enough, there's still like 3 or 4 French fries in that extra large fries from the beginning.
From the
They're
very
probably
beginning.
pretty cold. They're probably pretty
Oh, yeah.
cold, but
Oh yeah, I've taken 3 naps since then.
Do you want some fries, Bongi? Some cold fries.
Bongi is not very picky, gobbles them up, and then nuzzles your face. Bongi is still kind of wet and slimy, so it's endearing. You're like, oh,
It's endearing because it's slimy.
It's endearing, slimy. You know, it's like getting kissed by a dog.
Cute.
And
Well.
there are no more French fries. And the McDonald's was left in the first therapy room.
French fries has run out.
Yes. Now what the?
Uh.
Sorry. Every so often I look up on Twitch and I realize the die cam looks almost like it's censoring me because it's kind of like blurry black over my suit. It almost looks like it's censoring my chest.
Nice.
Oh,
Well, I
Yeah,
asked Remmi
you
if she
know-
found a way out while I was asleep.
I'll roll to speak.
Beak!
Venvi now has a telekinetic power to speak into minds. You don't actually even say the words, you can communicate via thought and read Remmi's mind. A little bit.
Interesting. Interesting. I woke up with that power.
She is thinking protective thoughts about Bongi and her children right now.
Protective. So do I get the information I want?
And she still remembers her father. You do get the information. She does not know any way out. She just got the flashlight, but she is still very happy about the father stuff as well. Still thinking about that picture she holds dearly.
Yay.
Yay.
No way out has been discovered as of yet.
I guess. I don't know. She has the flashlight. I was gonna say I telekinetically tell her that we search, but I don't really want to be separated from her because she's the one that has the flashlight.
I give the flashlight to you.
You drop the flashlight in the attempted handoff, but it's of little consequence. It doesn't turn off. Venvi is able to grab it from the ground. You're just a bit of a klutz. Bongi is blaming Venvi for this.
I start methodically looking around the room with the flashlight for a way out.
You scan, and you see it is very much the same as the previous room, the windows and the door, but there's something off about the door. It's a little bit decayed almost, a little bit rotten of the wood. The handle looks ever so slightly different than the previous room, and as Remmi would recall, the previous room, while it didn't feel locked, it did refuse to open, a weird distinction.
I investigate the door.
You walk up with the flashlight to the door. You begin feeling the door, and you do notice it has some give to it. Like if you pushed hard enough, it would potentially just open or completely crumble with its age. But you do hear something distant from the other side. You're not sure what. It sounds low pitched, though. That is all you can tell.
I sniff the door.
You gag a little as there appears to be a scent of mold in the rotting wood, but nothing more severe happens. You're just a bit of an unpleasant feeling.
I put my ear right up to the door without touching it, as close as it'll get, and listen for the low sound.
Time. I was reading chat.
It's okay. I put my ear up to the door as close as you can get without touching it to listen for the low rumbling sound.
You can't make out any more than the low rumbling you heard before. It seems to be going distant. Even further away. Unable to tell anything new.
I turn to Remmi with a flashlight and I say, Remmi, I think there's something gulp off about this door.
Good nervous, good no.
Wait, I would like to point out you're telepathic, so you telepathically gulp. You telepathically gulp. Oh yes, the gulp of the mind stem.
I don't think I want to go that way then.
Venvi successfully. I'm giving Venvi effectively a easier chance able to talk now that he has telepathy.
I think I need it.
Somehow, actually, can I flashback? How many times have you failed to speak?
At least 3
based
for
on
sure.
rolls?
At least 3 times I have failed to say something. My tongue pretzeled up, I choked on chicken spit, and what was the other one? There was another time where, oh yeah.
I think your tongue pretzeled up, chicken
Oh,
spit.
there was 4 times. I got kicked in the face, interrupted, and I also was running in
Right.
circles so I couldn't get the whole sentence out.
Yeah.
So there's at least 4 times.
So, 1 second.
Babies.
Remmi takes a timid step back away from the door as she says that she doesn't wish to go through it. Stumbles a little bit, jostles Bongi a little bit, nothing too much of consequence though. Before you say anything, your DM needs to be right back. Go to do a be right back real quick. So I'm just gonna switch to the be right back screen on my end. I'll be back as ASAP.
Okay.
As ASAP? Yes, as ASAP.
As ASAP.
This is the only time you're safe from rolls.
Yippee!
Well-
Quick, let's escape. You can't
We-
punish us.
We escaped and live the rest of our lives. Well, now I'm afraid of saying something that would, like, right when he gets back, we'll be like, oh, I'm gonna roll for that.
Mhm.
You have so many friends. You have 3 of your oatmeals. You have Bongo.
I know.
I've gotten.
I have a loving father.
Yeah. Who's presumably watching over you from cubicle heaven.
Alright, let's check back into Ferret's drawings. What's the latest?
How many have you been
Yeah,
sent?
we're searching a lot. A lot.
Like more than 5?
Definitely more than 20.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I see what he said went to me as well. Send me 75, good vibe, good vibe. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Oh wow, you can zoom in really far in these. That's cool.
Yep, we're currently in the darkness.
That sucks. We should look for a light switch whenever something's better.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Also, I'm starting to think our only way out is going to be through the window again. I think we might be in a loop of therapy rooms.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a
It's just
two-story.
2-story. We went sideways, right?
Oh, I thought that said ceiling window. Like it's above us.
Did he say? No, he said they were 7 feet high, but I presumed that they were on the wall. I guess we'll ask for clarification.
There was a ceiling window, but that is not the one you went through. You went through the
Oh.
window that was 7 foot up on the wall. There was a ceiling light and the mysteriously healing hole. Also, yeah, there we go. Blah.
Healing hole.
So now there is the low grumbling behind the door.
we don't really-
Also, sorry, I do. This is just a random check-in here. This is my first time doing anything DMing style. How the hell am I doing? I want a little feedback.
I love it. You're doing great.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
At least in my experience. I don't know how Benji feels.
I like it. I think you're doing good, Loon.
Albeit it is a bit looser than an actual DM thing would be. Anyone in any of the chats rate my DMing for a first timer. Oh, yeah. I'll wait for feedback. But yes, you are in the dark room. The door. There is, as this room is a parallel to the first one.
Mhm.
There is the ceiling light, and there are the windows. One of which would lead back to the first room, which is also pitch black, and as is anything else through the window. Actually, the forward window is not. You can't see through because it is tinted too much.
Ooh.
So, you have the door with the grumbling, and I know you two theorized about multiple floors. We'll let the dice decide that one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Digital, I don't think the way the dice roll is particularly reflective of my DM skills.
Was he accusing you of making him just suffer?
He just said, you've been doing great, a lot of nat ones, lol, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's...
There was a lot of ones.
But yes, you are... Venvi is holding the flashlight. He did the mind gulp.
Nope.
Gulp. It would probably be more like, gulp.
Right. Can I
Because it's-
use...
Oh, yes.
Can I use my telepathy to, like, notice if there's anyone else in this room? Like, can I telepathically scan for other brains? Or, like, other people to communicate with? In the
Other
room?
consciousnesses, I will ride that on.
That one. Well, I kind of didn't want Gongi or the bunnies to count, but it's okay.
You pick up the fish in the fish tank, so all you hear is blub,
I pick it up
blub,
out of the water?
blub, doi,
Oh, pick up, like detect. Gotcha.
blub, blub, blub.
I decide to stop listening to the fish.
Blub. And it ends
Oh.
with one last blub.
I want to search the walls for a light switch.
And a light switch you find. It's actually right next to the door. It's kind of surprising you missed it up to this point. It's really obvious. God, you must... Man, I know I said your vision's good again. I guess I might have been lying. But it was right there, real close, within arm's reach. I mean, you could literally lick it. Your face is that close. Because you were literally just sniffing the door not too long ago.
I get intrusive thoughts to lick the light switch, but I just flip it instead.
Something conflicts with your mind powers and the intrusive thoughts become dominant. You don't just lick it. You engage in an aggressive makeout session with the light switch, your tongue fluttering and flicking it on and off. Remy getting brief glimpses as whenever the lights are on of your inane,
when it's on,
obsessive kissing and tongue action on the light switch. Every so often you feel a sparking jolt of electricity coming through to you.
That's scary.
But you keep going. You keep going until you are satisfied, and more importantly, the light is satisfied. You lick it on and off, until it stops flicking the lights on and you hear a bulb shatter.
No!
I cover all my children's eyes during that.
God dang it, I broke the light! I was too passionate, my intrusive thoughts.
You cover most of your children's eyes, but the default oatmeal got away from you and was too curious and is now tainted for life.
Got away. They're tainted.
Watched Venvi have an aggressive, passionate love affair with a light switch.
No.
And Venvi, as the
A love
climax of the bulb shattering happens, you come back to your senses and
what
look
was
with
it?
a clear mind about what you did.
I try to compose myself. Anyway.
You try and tidy yourself up, but apparently at some point you straight up ripped a button out of your suit, so it's a little bit more deep on the V.
All right, well.
Also, apparently my internet is having some level of issue, which is unfortunate. It doesn't seem... I think it's getting the point across still, and you two have your streams up as backups. Okay, well, Remy, Venvi is done, and you can take your hands off the eyes of your children, again, except for the traumatized and forever scarred one oatmeal that saw it all. And also a weird bulge in Venvi's pants while he was doing it, but that's probably non-consequential.
Probably.
Where do you go from here?
Well, I broke the light, so I would like to again ask that... Well, it's going to be so much harder now. I was going to say ask that Remy open the window and we see what's in the next room, but now it's all pitch black. I guess...
do still have the flashlight. You haven't tongue destroyed the flashlight.
Right, but jumping 7 feet high with only a flashlight to guide your way, that seems kind of dangerous, doesn't it?
Okay, you are proposed... One second. So do you wish to propose that as an idea?
First, I'm going to ask Remy if there's something she would like to do.
No.
Okay, I propose that as an idea.
Okay. I'll let that happen because of your telepathy.
That's a good question, Lick, and I don't know.
Okay. You telepathically enter Remy's mind and sit down across from her in the mind palace that you give her a mind palace temporarily because she is a Fantasia.
Right.
And you sit down and have a conversation. Remy, outside your eyes are glazed over. Venvi walks you through in detail how he is going to illuminate your path to the tinted window. Which window are you going for? The ceiling or the wall?
I feel like the wall's less dangerous to Remy, but I'll let her like co-sign on that if she has a say in it. If she'd rather
We'll do
investigate.
So I'm saying, no, Venvi is explaining in detail how it is perfectly safe. He will shine the flashlight in such a way that she will have perfect visibility and will not be able to miss. She is a bunny. She can hop. She has the help of her children. Bongi loves her. And Bongi will help her. And Remmi feels confident in her ability to do this with this reassuring mind speech. She comes back to her senses out in the reality, and the eyes deglaze.
Great. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to do a couple of rolls here. Roll 1 is going to be for Venvi and how good he keeps the light. You are both inspired, so I'm going to say it's easier for both of you by how good of speecher Venvi is. Because you got a nat 20 on the proposing the idea step. So
Heck yeah. Here are the good
suddenly
news.
the flashlight begins to glow unnaturally, almost ethereally, and a golden apparition appears temporarily. A giant golden fist comes, punches the window out, and leaves a garden-grown ladder of plants. And the golden light, with its fatherly presence, gives Remmi a passing embrace as it retreats into the flashlight. And Remmi knows it was her father from beyond who came from the light to help them in their time of need.
Remmi, your dad's in this flashlight.
My dad's the best.
Freaking back-to-back nat 20s.
Okay.
So now there is a garden, plant, shrubbery, and bush-grown ladder up to the window. Remmi doesn't even need to jump.
All right.
It is just a ladder to the window that is also shattered by the fist of her father, of her new daddy.
Well, let's investigate the window. Let's see what's on the other side.
I'm just going to give it to you that you end up through it.
Did light
And
come
on the
shining
other-
in when the window broke?
Yes, the lights work over here. The lights on this room have not been overstimulated.
Don't say that.
You
Alright.
climb through and you drop off to the other side and realize you're on a very narrow lip, as this is still a room, but it is full of water that is so deep you cannot see the bottom of.
Oh.
There is a lip that goes around that is approximately 2 feet, but it is
Terrifying.
deep water. All the same features there. There's also still a fish tank, despite the giant water there. Actually, this fish tank has a waterfall feature that goes into the giant depths. The water is approximately 3 feet down from your current level.
So it's 3 feet down from us and 3 feet deep?
No, it is from where you are, from the level you're standing on. It is 3 feet down to the top of the water, and then it is so deep you cannot see the bottom.
Oh,
It is a
okay.
black abyss.
I
Every
see.
so often you see a bioluminescent glow from down, and you can tell it's not a straight hit down. It expands as it goes down after a point.
That is
An
so
ever vast,
scary.
ever deep abyss. All the same features there. There is still a ceiling window over this pool. And there is still a door. And this one, you can tell without even really needing to get close. So maybe it's to do with the water in the room and all that, but it is even more damaged and decaying. And there's no low rumbling from behind this one.
Is the door underwater, perchance?
No, it is still
Okay.
on level with you.
Okay.
Is this a story or RPG? Yes. I have all the chats open now so I can kind of see around. Is this a story or an RPG? It is therapy.
Therapy.
It is therapy.
Well,
So, what do you do with your newfound stuff? Remmi and all her children, Venvi and his flashlight,
do you want
your
to
surroundings.
investigate the door, Remmi?
You've been doing a pretty good job at that.
Alright.
Venvi's door. I would like to remind you, Remmi, that last time he got too close with the door, he overexcited a light switch.
It's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes in the heat of passion.
Wait a minute, let's not go around saying there was a mistake. I'll go investigate the door.
Why did Remy scream?
It's a little freak.
What? There was a little freak?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Oh.
I'm taller than you.
Yeah.
I've got robotic
Not
legs.
by much, okay? I'm the only one who can make fun of height. I'm the only one here who can make fun of height.
Alright, I guess we're both little.
You two are both tiny. I could easily pick up each of you under one of my arms and walk around with you, okay? Printed the... Furry, you have a printer? Sorry. Okay, so Venvi inspects the door.
What do I make
Venvi,
of it?
on the way to the door, slips on a spot of water he hadn't seen and is now not in the pool, but you are dangling. And the flashlight has fallen off of your hand and is now precariously on the edge of the pool of this water as well.
Hmm.
You don't know if it's safe to go into this water. You don't see anything immediate. But you also don't see an easy way back up.
Oh, I don't? I thought it was dangling.
No. You're dangling. Well, I'm saying if you were to fully fall, you don't see an easy way back up, as it is 3 feet between the surface you would need to stand on and the water you would now be in.
Right, gotcha. Okay, I tried to pull myself back up.
You may have a spry body of a 25-year-old, but you slip, and now you're holding on with one hand.
We'll help him.
Remy rolls for the family to help.
The family.
Insert Vin Diesel. You all get to him. Remy, you grab his dangling hand, and the rest of your family is now grabbing on to his other hand. Bongi still doesn't like him, spits in his eye again.
My eye! It's the first time I got
But
spit
sees
in my eye.
that you care about him enough. That does not further interfere.
My
You are now
eye.
grabbing him, but you have yet to pull him up.
Okay, we'll try to pull him up.
I will say you successfully pull him up, but it is in a way that scratches up and tears what's of his suit. So his pants are now like barely hanging on because you kind of ripped the seam. He doesn't have a belt.
No.
So
Bikini bottoms.
Yeah.
It's a bikini bottom that all I'm gonna say is not really covering up enough to be fully SFW.
God dang it.
It's like, it's not quite enough. You get what I mean?
Can I tie what's left of my pants around my waist like a loincloth to cover me up a little bit more properly?
It looks like a skirt. So
That's
you
fine.
now have a bikini top and a tattered suit skirt.
I'll take it.
I think we're fine. I'm not breaking. Look, I'm just describing the stuff. I'm not actually showing I'm not showing Venvi's nudes. Oh, speaking of that, did you ever receive the other art that Hunter made of us?
The other art,
more
yes.
recent-
I
Oh,
did.
the one that has like a couple of days ago.
Oh my gosh, let me
Yes.
see.
Okay. Once stream is over, I'll send it to you. All I'm saying is, I get to be hot.
I get to be
And-
hot.
Okay. Yes, so Venvi is now wearing a skirt and
Yay!
a very frilly bikini top,
Wow, I'm so
and-
pretty.
or a tattered skirt bottom with a bikini bottom under it. That if the skirt of suit comes away, then it's gonna cause problems, and yeah, that's gonna be bad. Remy is now forced to look at this. Bongi does not like it
Forced to
anymore.
look at it.
Anytime you want to talk. If Venvi didn't have telepathy, it would make conversing with you a little harder. Because she wouldn't be able to focus on anything but the tattered man she's looking at.
The tattered man. I have been through a lot. I have a robot leg.
Oh yeah, you do have the robot leg. That's fully shown off now.
Gling, gling.
Oh. Now that is sorted, and Venvi is a little bit exhausted, not to, Not too bad, but you've used up. Everyone has used up a bit of energy. Do you continue towards the door, or do you try something else?
Door. What the heck else are we gonna do?
Remember, I said you can
What
try
can we
literally
do?
anything. It's just a matter of how outlandish it is affects how roll it is.
Mm-hmm.
But towards the door you go.
Door.
You make it to the door. You have a little slippy stumble again, but this one is nowhere near as panicky-inducing. It's panic-inducing. Remmi actually walking behind you gets flash because the skirt flips up, so she just gets a full-on Venvi in bikini ass shot.
Right. So what does this door look like?
Well, it's as described. It's like the previous one, but more decrepit, more moldy. You don't even need to sniff it in order to smell the mold on it. And you can see through it, though. This time you see a long hallway. Many doors on either end through the crack in it.
Oh.
No low grumbling this time. But your telepathy does feel that there is something alive.
I say, Remmi, there's a hallway with doors.
She receives quite well. She receives well.
Remmi.
Let's roll a dice to see which one we should go in.
You want to leave it up to random chance where you go?
We want to pull a dice out of our pocket in game and roll it.
Yeah.
Do you have some dice? Hold on. So, Remmi reaches into her dress pocket, and I guess it's another gift from the father. Ouch.
Mhm.
So, you have a D6.
Cool.
Now, what options would you like to roll for? Because you currently I'll list off all that I think you can have. The dress has no pockets. Remember how I said this is an ever-fluid reality that changes based on what the dice and I say?
Well, all we said at the beginning was Remmi didn't notice any pockets at first.
That
She
also
discovered
could be true.
them later.
I genuinely don't remember exactly because this is a fluid reality.
Right.
That is kind of the whole thing. It is very fluid and everything is improbable. So, I'll list off a few of the options. You could go back the way you came, attempt to go through the ceiling window, which is over the pool, go forward through the continuation window. Did I list out? You could attempt the door, or you could attempt to swim down and see if the abyss holds any secrets that would be useful. Throw us. There's what I did. I got 5 options. If you want to fit a 6th option in there,
I mean, the dice door sounds.
you could also stop and rest for a little bit. It has been a long day.
I want to get
Do you
out
want
of.
to use those as your? Do you want to use those as your 6 options?
There's an escape one, right?
Well, nothing is guaranteed escape. It's all roll based. The options are go back and investigate what you've come from, the forward window, the ceiling window, the door, the plunge the depths and see what the water holds, or take a break and recollect yourselves.
What do you think, Venvi?
Like, do you like those as options for the D6?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I need to assign
That's
them.
not what we were gonna say, but if you want to do that, that's fine. We were gonna use the D6 as like we were gonna number the doors in the hallway, and then roll it, and then whatever number it gets, that's the door we go.
Is that what you wanted? Is that?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was my misinterpretation of that. You have the D6. Okay, so you. Well, so is it like left closest 1, right closest 2, and then left second 3, the 4, 5, 6 onward like that? How about?
I would say so.
One of the doors is an escape door, right?
Nothing's guaranteed, Remmi.
I'm 1 second.
What are the roll the percentage dice? What's the percent odds of one of them being an exit door?
I'm checking if I'm doing a few things here. Hold on.
Checking if I'm doing something. Ouch. Be back.
So I will say 5 of these are something positive. Only one of them will be anything bad for you.
And
Okay, that's a good thing.
do you already know which number of the 6 is the bad one?
I have it in my mind, yes.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay.
to hold. I'm going to write it into. One second.
Write on a piece of paper, show it in the screen after you roll to make sure you weren't messing with us.
I'm doing it. I'm checking a thing real quick. I'm making sure I'm remembering how this works. Yes, I did. Okay. Do not reveal that spoiler until we need proof.
Spoiler.
Oh. You guys are so lucky.
Yay! Did we miss it by one? The bad one?
No, it landed on it, but it rolled off the desk, so I had to I have to re-roll it.
Oh. Oh. Are we lucky after all, or did it get it twice?
So, you rolled a 1, so you go on the first. After pushing through the easily push-assideable moldy one, you actually it kind of falls apart as you go through. It's not a door anymore; it is just wood. So
Great.
you push through and go on the first door on your left, as the die has guided you to 1. And through there, Venvi, you've only seen glimpses of this, but Remmi, you're back in the garden.
The garden.
You don't see your father immediately, but you can tell he's there.
Hmm.
And there is a long path that you must walk, or seemingly that you must walk. Through the beautiful gardens that you once shared with him for your brief moment when he rescued you from the hellish Cenobites. Do you proceed onward? What do you do from this position of seeing the garden? It is once again a blinding bright spring day, reminding you of that day
We
you
should
had
go
to
down the
dance.
path.
Okay. Let's go.
The path is a bit bumpier than you would expect. A few thorns going in and out. Your ankles get a little scuffed up.
God.
Remmi, the dress that was given to you seems to be quite good protection in this. You
One
know,
of my
it's
ankles is
almost
metal.
Yeah, these thorns are impressive. One bush actually tears your skirt off, so you're just back to full on just not fitting bikini.
Ah! Alright. Great.
And
I get to meet Remi's dad.
Remmi's
like this.
dress, as it was made in this realm, does not appear to care for the thorns. They appear to just bounce off and brush. You keep walking, and you find another archway like the one that you walked through to leave this garden once before. And at the archway is once again your father, or your new daddy,
Oh my god.
waiting for you.
I run to hug them.
You trip
No.
almost to him. You would face plant, but he reaches out to catch you.
Oh.
It still
Oh my
hurts.
God.
Your ankle is still rolled. Also,
Jesus.
Remmi, the raid on your end, so it doesn't trigger
Oh my
the use.
gosh. Banui raid. Another Banui raid. Thank you. Thank you for the raid.
Oh, thank you for raid. Yes. And as he picks you up, and Venvi is still just there in tatters, one robotic leg, the
Mhm.
bikini that doesn't cover anywhere near enough.
I've been through it, man.
The father looks at you and says, "Oh, I've missed you, child, but this will only be for but another moment. I see that you wish to return home, and I have provided you a way. Our time together was precious, but if you cross back, we will never have it again. I will understand if you wish to go back, but never forget the time we spent together
Yes,
under
and
that moonlit night."
you got to meet my children. Look at them.
He looks at them and smiles like a proud grandparent, giving them all nice little head tuffles. I should probably roll for this stuff. Okay. Gives them all nice little head tuffles and actually gives each of you a flower crown like his.
Aww.
And with a heavy heart and one last embrace of you, he says, "Now go." He looks at Venville no judgment in his eyes, just saying, I hope your life provides you something better. And gives you a flower crown. And not
Thank
anywhere
you.
near as nice of an outfit as Remy's, but he does give you
Oh.
a new outfit so that you're
Yay.
no longer in tattered bikini.
Yay!
Best father. Yippee.
Best dad ever.
And I presume you walk through as he waves you goodbye.
Yes.
And with that, you go through, and you just, both of you separately appear back in whatever place you came from. Venvi is back in bed. Not asleep, but he is just, he's literally standing upright on his bed. Akira's looking at him very confused.
My ceiling is so close to me.
And Remmi is also back in her bed, but she is lying down because she didn't roll as bad in that latter half. And you are now properly at home. And I
Wow.
presume going to sleep with no nightmares of Shadow and only memories of the father who finally gave you the love you deserved.
We survived with only mild maiming.
Venvi, you are missing a leg.
Mm-hmm. But I got a robot leg. That's kind of cool. Ding, ding.
You don't know how to do maintenance on it, I'll point out. It's chibi tech. You have no idea how to maintenance.
It's TV tech. Darn it! It's too complicated.
Oh. And with that, I think that is a good enough endpoint, unless I want to re-kidnap you two.
That was very, very good. Very good session.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
can I
I'm-
ask? Sorry, Venvi, what was a goal you had in mind?
So,
if you had made one.
no, funny thing, I didn't make one, but on my way home from work, I was thinking, maybe my goal can be, my mom abandoned me when I was little and I want to find her. So when I heard Remmi talking about like finding her dad, I was like, I'm just gonna drop that. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Venvi, with the amount of
Yeah.
Venvi, with the amount of ones you rolled, I think yours would have been incredibly. That would have, yeah. Remmi, to be fair, Remmi, all of you wound up in literal hell for a while.
I
Remmi was
know.
tormented by a Cenobite for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to really be like, because knowing how Cenobites work, and again, the only reason we got there is because it was like multiple nat ones in a row.
I know. It was so
And I'm just
scary.
like, okay, knowing how Cenobites work, I really had to play really loose to not just have Remmi be a permanent torture victim.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just
That's
like, okay, she
crazy.
rolled high enough, and I'm interpreting this generously enough. And then we got her to the Garden of Fatherhood.
Yes, thank goodness. At least she found her goal.
Yeah.
I guess I was just along for the ride.
Remy, I'm guessing yours was daddy issues, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't think of anything until you said they were in the room. I was like, okay.
So, a majority of this session was shaped by membership gifting that happened early on.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
why
what
I
it is.
included chat interactivity.
Mhm.
It gave Remy her goal.
Yeah, we got to roll with it. It was fun. At one point, I think after Remmi found her dad, I was gonna say, well, my goal was just to get some rest because I had already slept by that point. But I was like, that's too easy. It's like an easy way out.
Well, to be fair, your attempt at rest ended with a leg loss and a weird session with a Shadow the Hedgehog fursuit.
That's true. It's true.
Who, by the way, that fursuit is still just sentient and out there.
In the heck and heaven cube. Cubicle.
Yeah. Still.
Oh,
with
I
this
left my
presumably single-lit
figurines!
candle.
Oh well.
Actually, you left those in the first room. You never said you grabbed them.
I
Those were left
know.
behind in the.
Yeah, they're gone.
Those were left behind in the first room.
Ah, lot
And
meal.
Remy's family grew.
It
And Remmi now
did.
has Bongi.
Yeah, she got a new member.
Bongi and Papa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, God, yeah. Not gonna lie, I had no idea how exactly that was gonna go, because it is quite dependent on just how. It was dependent on you two kind of pushing stuff through and me interpreting it well. Thank you guys for being willing to push it into some weird place. I love Remy's solution to cannibalism. Call more bunnies that I don't care about.
Sometimes it has to be done.
Yeah, I mean,
The weak go first, and the children are weak.
it was them or oatmeal, so she made the right
and
choice.
Venvi was getting repeatedly kicked in the face.
Yeah, I was being thumped. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dong, 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 dong. Thank you. So yeah, thank you for agreeing to this deranged idea that was just
Yeah, it was fun.
born from an accident.
I know that, Remmi and I talked or said that, we were satisfied with you as the DM, so I hope we did okay as players. I think me specifically, I don't know, I felt like I was very grounded in the things I was doing. I feel like I didn't push anything too far. I think the craziest thing I did was, do the Uno reverse on the cubicle to make it Remy's heaven.
I mean,
You used your mind power. Wait, fun. Wow, there were 3 1 in 100 messages. Or were there 3? I think there were 3 or 4 1 in 100 messages that went off.
Nice, not bad.
And then there was the round of people actually paying money to make their wishes happen.
The cannibalism, yeah.
The cannibalism. Friggin' the person who paid for cannibalism sent off a whole. Who was that again? Friggin' Gloria's Camille. Thank you for the cannibalism super chat that sent us on that tangent. For it mildly deafened. The spider was weirdly non-consequential from film, but
Yeah, I was worried that was going to be more of an issue.
Will there be more role for therapy? This was effectively a test run. Because I wanted to see how it would even go. Because, again, this was my first time DMing literally anything. I had no idea how I would do with it. And also, this was a limited group of people. Yeah, Digital wound up in here as well because Jeremy summoned him. But yeah, I would not be opposed to a next time, maybe with a larger group of people.
That sounds fun.
Also, oh god, friggin' the setup I had to do to get the dice cam working, because like I said, the cord is not I had to adjust where some stuff was, because the cords are not long enough to do it as I wanted, because that camera was originally plugged into PC number 2.
Mm-hmm. And now it's in...
So, yeah, this lovely... Also, mildly unrelated, and because I found it while cleaning some stuff, apparently nail polish remover still works even if it's 8 years expired.
My god. Good to know.
I'm sure some people can mildly figure out. Well, I wonder what the problem with expired nail polish remover is. If it still works seemingly perfectly fine if it's expired in 2017 and you're currently in the year 2025.
I can imagine nothing good.
If it works, it works.
It works too well.
Yeah, Remmi solved her daddy issues. Venvi had a night of painful pleasure with Shadow the Hedgehog. How did everyone roll a nat 1 when interacting with that damn cube? What the hell was that cube?
It was cursed. It was cursed.
Evil cube of evil.
The cube of the devil.
Yeah.
Freaking. And then Venvi's nat 1 fail with the intrusive thoughts on the light switch.
I know, that was funny. That was hilarious.
I was tempted to make you act it out, like make noises, but I'm like, yeah, that's a way to get the channel in trouble. Everyone's channel's in trouble.
Dodged a bullet there.
Just go over to Twitch and put the sexual topics tag to make sure Twitch doesn't get mad with us.
Wow.
Yes, that was a glorious therapy session. I'm glad, yeah, the dice cam was very last second there, so glad that worked, but... thank you two for being lovely therapy patients. I hope you found it therapeutic in multiple ways.
I did. Thank you, Mr. Therapy.
Not a problem. Thank you two for being lovable, willing participants. I forgot, actually, wait, no, Remmi first rolled like a nat 1, got paralyzed.
That's right. No.
Remmi started this out getting paralyzed and thunking the wall.
Yeah, but it only made her stronger.
It did.
That's what matters.
This is one of those streams where I'm just like, I would need to rewatch to remember everything that happened.
I know, a lot went down. There was a lot of wacky events that happened.
Yeah, no, friggin' Walmart daddy just found his home again.
But he got a happy ending.
Yeah, his happy ending was going back home. But yeah, I think unless you two have something else, anything else you want to say, this is a good wrapping point.
Yeah, no, it was fun. If you do plan to do it again in the future with more people, invite me. I'll be willing.
Very fun, yes.
Yes, I will make sure to include you as best I can. Remy, keep your availability spreadsheet updated. Oh, I was like, why did the VTube take a second to load? Because someone was freaking head patting you.
Head pats. Wow, that's a very 3D hand. I guess it is very intensive resource
Correct me if I'm wrong.
wise.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that an asset?
Yeah.
Yeah, So yeah. So it's an asset with more. Yeah, it's not style specific. It is. Blah. I lost my ability to speak there.
Blah.
But yes, thank you everyone for coming to this therapy. Hopefully everyone here enjoyed, got something good out of it, got some good laughs out of it. My face kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie. I love that type of a stream where my face ends up hurting from smiling and laughing at the end of it. But
Thank you
at least on my
guys.
end, I say my normal bye-bye.
I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Bye bye.
Bye bye, friends. Wait, let me see.